With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes are filled to fill, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow, his taste are low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals a slow machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun, his child can't see it powers making feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a bike pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't actor as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, Tuesday the 27th of December 2022. It is Tuesday, isn't it? I swear to fuck, I'm so confused over what day is fucking which. Let me just check. It's fucking Tuesday, Jesus Christ. Yep, Tuesday 27th of December 2022. I do hope you're all doing well indeed. I hope you've had a good day so far, and or for some of you days might maybe just be starting, so for you guys, it's not even today, it's tomorrow. It's fucking time zones. Right guys, hope you're all doing well. Phil is awake and the stream's online and all that jazz. He is planning some sort of exploration of his archives today. HDD exploration stream. That's a fucking interesting one. And yeah, I guess it'll be a normal podcast, and then after which he'll just explore his random archives. Very strange indeed. But I hope you're all doing well indeed, as I said. I had a wee stream earlier on, and I'm not going to lie, I got a wee bit annoyed at it. But there's one memorable moment at Dashy clipped, so I thought I'd share it with you. It's playing GTA 5 Chaos mods, so every like 30 seconds a new random effect happens, and yeah, the game can be quite cruel to you sometimes. In this case, probably my fault. You'll see. 10 times vehicle engine speed. This is a good thing and a bad thing. Controlling this is a bastard. Go, go, go. Oh shit, I know what to do. I know what to do. Not fucking that. So yeah, that was basically from earlier on. Yeah, so yeah, that didn't go well. My cunning plan kinda, you know, didn't go great, and I just died. I was going to do a stunt jump, but the car is hard to control. Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I did manage to complete one fucking mission, in the game, but the mod made it so it crashed 5 times on the following mission, and after the 5th time I just tapped out and said, okay, I'm going to try this another fucking time, I'm losing my damn mind. But yeah, okay, so as I said, Phil's online, he's awake, whatever shit, and he's just sitting, he's planning some bizarre HD exploration stream. Agreeable compliment to saying any idea where I might attempt to stream GTA again. I mean, it's just one of those things where it is incredibly frustrating when a mod just crashes your whole game. You don't really feel like you're making progress. I could maybe try it again, potentially later. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. You know, if not later on this week, not long after the new year, we'll see. I don't want to wait 3 months in between. That's for damn sure. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so some people enjoyed it anyway, which is the main thing. You know what I mean? Some people came along and enjoyed my torture and my suffering. So there we go. Anyway, on to bingo, on to more pressing matters. We've got bingo to play today, and let's decide what our criteria is for today's card. And what's it going to land on for today's bingo shenanigans? Is it friend? Is it going to land on friend? So we need Phil to say friend. Something he does not have a huge amount of. I've not even finished setting the criteria for this. Emergency? Do I think Phil's going to... I'm trying to decide a centre square here. Do I think Phil's going to say emergency? Or should I just leave it at like snort or something? I don't know, I'm just trying to think of a good centre square here. Sometimes I do enjoy randomly change up, and today is a very unique a situation for him, where he cannot play games. I'm just trying to think. Leave it at snort, capture card. I don't know, I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think here. Amazon should be centre. Amazon could be a good shout. Okay. Amazon. We'll put Amazon. I like that one. I like Amazon. Windows 8, nah. We'll have Amazon as a centre square. That's a good shout. Oh, but help. Help's already part of the main square. Like, help is already... I mean, for example, right here, it's part of a normal criteria anyway, where help is a part of the thing that could be selected. We need a number, so we... what was the bingo thing again? Friend. Sorry, I can spell right. We need a number between 1 and 197. The first number in chat I see, which contains in number 3, will be the card I pick for today's bingo. Bill Braskett already fucking guessed what I was going to say, and he guessed 137. His was the first guess, which contained the number 3. So I need to go to the 137th bingo card. Mind your eyes, guys, this might get a little bit funny. The 137th bingo card will be the 138th result, and it looks like the following here. We've got... So the left-hand side card is what we've got for today's game. Him touching his face, him saying likes, him having a dumb close-up, him saying literally, and him getting at least $15+ in tips. Then him scratching his stash, business, him repeating the same point constantly, him talking about food, and talking about members. Then him being toxic, him saying voted, Amazon, is what it is, and him discussing family. Then his lip smack, scat talk, him saying here's a thing, his voice cracking, and addition. And the final row is Phil saying tips, his chair creaking, friend, detractor or trolls, and something style. I think... Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think it's a tough card. This is going to be a tough card for today. And it might be hard to... It might be hard to get a full house for this card, but who knows? And again, Phil has surprised us, and this is a very unique scenario where Phil is not just going to have a normal day. This is going to be a different sort of day for Phil Bonnell, where he has to talk out, he has to basically pad out his day with kind of his own sort of content because he can't rely on a game. He has to talk to his audience all day, and he's exploring this fucking his archives essentially. Or fucking whatever the fuck that's worth. But yeah. It's going to be a tough card, but we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. Keep in mind, guys, Phil's got a lot to talk about today, so there we go. And most of the things he's got to talk about is good, apparently, so fucking hooray for that. But you guys all know the drill by now. We have some criteria for fucking free spaces. I forgot to reset data, sorry, hang on. We reset the snorts to 0. And the burps to 0. If we have 25 snorts on a stream, that is a free space. If we have 10 burps on a stream, that is a free space. If we have 100 likes on Phil's stream and he blows bubbles, that is a free space. And obviously these things double up as well. So we have 50 snorts, that's a second free space. 10 burps, that's a second free space as well. And so on and so on. And yeah, if we get a full house, 25 out of 25, one of you guys could win a 25 quid prize. But we need to get a full house in the bingo card though. We need an absolute full house of every single square being ticked off the card. And as predictable as Phil is, it's not actually that common. Although this fucking month it feels like it has been common. This has been like the third or fourth fucking full house bingo I've had this month. It's been crazy. I'm going to start begging as much as Phil, that's right. But yeah, and don't worry, everything's happened. So I managed to hear from Tommy on behind the scenes. He sent me a message or whatever, and we got his reward sorted out, so it's all good. So there we go. So one of you guys could be next to win a wee prize from today's bingo. It just depends if we do get the full house. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a very difficult game in my opinion because you know there's a couple of things on there it's hard to see Phil saying, but then again, this is a unique day, as I said. I do hope everyone has seen the Secret Limited video, by the way. He has his new annual video top 10 worst DSP gaming moments of 2022. I actually feature a couple of times in it. This was a nice wee surprise for me, but apparently some of my dumbass thoughts was good enough to merit being included in the video. And yeah, it's getting pretty good. So yeah, I mean, it's a 2.5 hour video or whatever, or thereabouts. I mean, it's a long video, but it's full of robust content, and yeah. Also, a little bit of random breaking news for what it's worth to you guys. Boogie liked my idea. I just found this literally a half hour ago. I said I was watching this fucking top 10 at Secret Made, and the Keemstar thing came on. You know, and I was like, yeah, Keemstar, I just said, nah, Keemstar should just take his Lolcow podcast idea with Wings, Boogie and DSP, but replace DSP with, you know, Rich Review Tech USA. And Rich can remind everyone on every show that he got a certain amount of money because Phil was too stupid to pick up the damn phone to Keem. And because it's Rich, I think Rich would be very happy to oblige by that stipulation. And Boogie is all for it. He's like, I like this idea, let's do it, Keem. No idea what will fucking come of that. But all I know is that it seems to be getting a little bit of traction anyway. So, I don't know what will come of it, you know what I mean? It'd be kind of funny if fucking the three of them did end up fucking doing it anyway, with Keemstar in charge. It'd be one of those kind of things where they have their... I know Rich is not as big a Lolcow in terms of like the kind of... I know Rich is a bigger YouTuber than Phil, but in terms of like, you know, like in terms of kind of cow status, Rich is nowhere near DSP in terms of notoriety and just general, you know, controversy. But at the same time, no, I still think it's an idea. Boogie sees dollar signs, precisely, yeah. No surprise fucking Boogie's all for it, man. He's been acting kind of desperate for some sort of money lately. I think he's even aware of it himself, how desperate he's sounding. But yeah, it's just kind of weird. I didn't expect Boogie to fucking say, aye, please, let's fucking do this. So fuck knows. Fuck knows what will happen with that. Prophet has a video done. He's just... Okay, so Prophet's got a video planned, guys. And that's going to be some sort of technological debunking of Phil's nonsensical claims. So I am looking forward to seeing that when the video is ready, Prophet. And I'm sure most of you guys will be looking forward to it as well. But yeah, as I said, we're just waiting for Phil to get online properly and just start the stream. So Phil has realised he has an equal mess in the closet across the hallway. Are we going to see a secondary closet stream from Phil's hallway? He has seen a chance to fucking have another closet stream, which is not in his office. There is a second closet which has got a big mess in it. And he's like, oh my goodness. Because I was thinking, maybe later today we can test capturing from the intensity shuttle at 720p, but what could I capture? Maybe PS2, and then I realised the PS2 is buried. And that sucks, haha, but maybe we'll have more to unbox after all, we'll see. Tomin's asking, did I get his capture card? I don't think so. You gotta keep in mind, he has not received any promised or purchased capture cards as of yet. But he already has a bunch of capture cards already. He had 3 capture cards available. 1 stopped working. The other 2 were backups. And for whatever fucking reason, he's not tried to make those backups work. And I don't think he wants to fucking make the backups work either. I don't think he's tested it properly. But it's just very confusing. But the whole fucking point of having a fucking backup is so you can use that when the main fucking thing doesn't work. But Phil seems to refuse to want to fucking use a backup. I'm very confused about Phil's logic here, but there you go, that's fucking Phil for you. But yeah, it's bizarre. I do like some of your theories. I was reading some of the theories in chat earlier on about how it's not a capture card that's busted, but it's the USB drive. And that'd be pretty fucking cool if it was the case. I'd like that. He's ordered 2 from Amazon and has someone sending at least one. It's crazy. It really is fucking crazy to me. But it's Phil. I mean, it wouldn't be fucking on DSP stream if he wasn't doing some stupid fucking shit, man. So yeah, he's only got himself to fucking blame here. This is his fucking job. This is his fucking business, and he's not fucking trying to take care of his equipment as best as fucking possible. He seems to fucking be dead set on sticking to Windows fucking 8. For whatever fucking reason. This is his livelihood. And he is fucking still using this fucking shit on such an outdated fucking operating system. It's just, it blows my mind. Prophet says it's a HDMI issue, and the fact his TV flickers when you touch it means it's HDMI or the splitter. Yeah, that'd be good to see, good to know for sure. Well, I guess Phil will keep testing that with shit and we'll see what comes out. Maybe he'll put something else and... Who fucking knows? I got no idea. But yeah, I do hope you guys are ready for a robust stream. Phil will... I did see, I seen an Aquatil clip from last night where Phil was very toxic towards us. I don't want people thinking that this is a money stream. I'm not going to beg for money because money's not going to help me here. It doesn't matter if I get unlimited funds. I couldn't get a PC straight away and all that shit. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And Prophet also debunked on how to upgrade to Windows 10 11 for free through Microsoft sites. Oh, it was Phil. Is that Phil's reason for not fucking upgrading his Windows? Because he doesn't think he can do it for free? Wow. Jesus Christ. The stream is starting, guys. Phil's going live right fucking now. You all know the drill by now. Tag me in chat in case I miss anything on the card. I don't try and miss things on the card. It just happens sometimes because I am a stupid bastard. But yeah. 25 out of 25 equals a full house, and one of you guys can win a wee prize. And if I miss any burps or snorts, please let me know as well. I don't try and miss things up, but sometimes I just do. So, good luck, guys. Here we fucking go. Fingers crossed we get back to back full houses. Good luck.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast. We're busy having fun down here on Level 1. Happy holidays. Yes, it is still technically the holidays because we've got the New Year's holiday coming up, and we got some people who are actually wrapping up their own holiday celebrations. And today's a weird day for me. First of all, the lighting's weird. As you can see, there's like half sun outside. So I do have the blinds open, but if the lighting ends up getting too out of hand, I might just close them. So today is Tuesday, the 27th of December, 2022. Today's a very weird day. Allow me to explain why. Well, the intention was originally that when I came back from my Christmas break, I was supposed to hit the ground running when it came to gameplay. You know, I was going to make the big push to finish up all the games that I've been playing here in December and try to wrap up those playthroughs so I could do the year-end series for you guys. You know, admittedly, I was hoping that maybe by the end of next week, we could be doing the most disappointing games of the year countdown and the Game of the Year awards. I mean, that was my intention. Yeah.
Son of a bitch, I forgot to turn... Sorry, the audio was a bit low, guys, but I forgot about that. I turned it down earlier on for fucking GTA. I'm sorry about that. Let me turn that back up to how it normally is. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. And to be fair, you've not missed anything in terms of bingo stuff because the things that have happened have been ticked off. But that was far lower volume than it usually is, so my bad, guys. I completely forgot to put it back to normal. That's on me.
So sometimes things don't turn out the way that you planned. Because yesterday, as you know, if you had been attending my live stream of God of War Ragnarok, after about an hour of side content in the basin area, which is the final major side content area of the game, after taking out 2 dragons and a couple other mini bosses and having fun with the audience, my cat decided to lay down on top of my external capture device. And when he did that, it broke. Now, as easy as it would say to say, oh, Jasper's the scapegoat, he's in trouble, it really was on its way out. That capture device had been used day in, day out for 8 years. More than 8 years, actually. It was mid-2014 when I had bought it. It was already having issues for about 2. Like, for example, let's say right now I say, oh, I don't like the lighting. I need to get up and I need to pull my blinds down, okay? So I'd be capturing a game. All right, guys, hold on 1 second. Let me close my blinds. And I'd walk over here and I'd sit down just like this. I say, okay, time to game again. What the hell? Capture device malfunction. Why? Because it was so finicky. It was seriously so finicky that if you walked near it, sometimes this thing would turn off. Which then made you had to completely shut down a video you were making, close the stream you were streaming, close the OBS software, mess with the wires, usually unplug, replug to cause a restart, plug everything back in, turn everything back on, and now it would work again. It was pretty frustrating, admittedly. I don't like walking on eggshells around my office I should be able to have devices that work, and not that, oh, I accidentally, you know, got close to it and now the whole system needs to be restarted. It's pretty dumb, okay? So I already knew the writing was on the wall that this thing was kind of on the way out. It's just weird because this capture device was actually one of the best I've ever had. Did I ever show it to you guys? Now that it's not plugged in, I can show it to you.
Hold up. That might have been a fucking snort off camera. Was that a snort off camera I fucking heard?
Because this capture device was actually one of the best I've ever had. Did I ever show it to you guys? Now that it's not plugged in, I can show it to you.
That is definitely a snort off camera if ever I heard one. That sneaky bastard tried to get an extra one in there without getting it picked up on the camera. The microphone even. But yeah, I caught that shit.
This right here, this little device. AverMedia Extreme Cap U3. This was the device that I used to capture games for 8.5 freaking years. So, seriously, if you want to attest to the length and you know, the quality of something, in perspective of this, my previous capture device was the HD DVR2. And that's from the company Hopage or Hopage, however you say their name. That lasted less than 2 years. That one I got in early 2013. I loved the quality of it. But it died in like early 2014 or mid 2014 when I moved out here. It just stopped working. That's why I had to buy this one. And then this one lasted seriously so effing long, right? And it sucks to have to move on from using hardware that you like, because I did absolutely like this piece of equipment. The quality of the videos that I put out were quite good, especially because, as you know, I don't have a lot of technical know-how. I don't have all the bells and whistles as everyone else out there who has insane rigs and they're rich and they fucking do all this crazy stuff. For me, it was just like...
This fucking jealousy of these people are rich so they can fucking afford all this fucking shit. No, Phil. People are responsible for their fucking money, and if they can afford the fucking things that they fucking work hard to earn, that's no reason to be fucking jealous for these bastards, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, Prophet, for example, Prophet's videos uploading, by the way, guys. Prophet's got a massive fucking monitor. You know, it's like fucking... He could probably fit a small family of 4 in fucking Prophet's massive fucking monitor he uses for his content. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. No, Prophet works hard, though. You know? he earns... He's got some good equipment and shit, but he works hard and earns that shit. Phil's like, I wish I could have a fucking setup like that. But Phil could have a setup like that, but he doesn't fucking save up responsibly. He does not source his fucking shit responsibly. There is a company in Seattle that actually make custom-built PCs. It is their job to do this and all that shit. Content creators use this company. And it's one of those things Phil could really utilise and make the most of if he was smart financially, and he could have a fucking setup that could be really well and truly future-proofed. I mean, it's a daft term, I know, but he could really get whatever he fucking desired set up for him. Prophet says that company charges too much. I don't care, it's Phil's fucking money. The point I'm making is that Phil does not bother his arsehole with it. Phil, that's another thing as well, Phil wants a custom-built thing though. He does not want some sort of kind of, what's the term for it, you know, the one that just basically comes by default, you know, like everything with it. You know, it doesn't want one of those.
Slapping a bunch of stuff together, listening to your advice.
Pre-built, that's the fucking word I was looking for. Pre-built, he doesn't want a fucking pre-built. Yeah, he's pretty eager to avoid a pre-built. Although right fucking now, he might take it if the computer is really struggling. And it's one of those things where he's toying with the idea of getting a fucking new computer as well. That's the thing. That's kind of back on the table.
How to set it and make it work. And for 8 years, I put out damn good videos. So it's kind of sad to have to get rid of this guy. It's my little buddy, right? But sometimes you got to retire. Something that it needs to be retired. I feel like this guy needs to go to the home now. He's going to go get, you know, spoon-fed applesauce and rolled around in a wheelchair. You know? Like, damn, I feel sad. I really do. And by the way, I mean, if you weren't around yesterday, we tried everything.
He called the capture card his little buddy. I'm going to tick off friend. Buddy is another term for friend. I think it's acceptable. Tomion says maybe he said it before and I wasn't paying attention. Do we know how long he's had his current computer? Pretty much since 2014. 2014 is pretty much when he had his computer, as far as I'm aware. When he moved to Seattle, basically when he moved, everything he got was kind of new. Especially, you know, like I need a new setup for streaming. I can't just point a camera at a TV anymore and just fucking record or whatever. So yeah, pretty much when I moved to Seattle, it was everything you got was kind of new as well.
We tried replacing every cable on here. We tried unplugging, replugging, restarting. I deleted the whole setup from OBS. I re-added it as a video source. The only thing that would come out of this was audio. That was it. We could get audio. We couldn't get video anymore. No video signal was being detected from it anymore. I get the feeling that, you know, whatever's in here, when Jasper laid on it, crushed it, or, you know, it was already loose. Obviously, it was already loose if the thing was malfunctioning the way it was. And then it was just the last straw of him just going, squishing it. So it is what it is. Goodbye, AverMedia Extreme Cap U3. You served me very well. Holy crap, I probably got... This current setup I have, this PC and this capture device, the longest I've ever used any kind of technical hardware my entire life without needing to do any kind of changes, which is remarkable. Everything else I've ever done in my life, even when I used to build PCs back in the day, you'd have issues with crashing, you'd have issues with this malfunctioning, that going wrong over time, and this has never happened with this equipment. That's what I mean. Like, it really felt like ever since I moved out here and I started doing stuff differently, that my life changed. Before this, it was like just a constant series of problems with technical shit and trying to get stuff look good and everything, and I didn't have that since I started with this current setup. And now it's kind of sad because now we're moving on to a new one, obviously, and who knows what the future will bring, right? You never know if your new equipment's going to be as good as your old equipment. Anyway, that was a hell of a ride, let's put it that way, all right? And so, in regards to, you know, this current setup, obviously now I can't capture games. It's just not possible. I don't have a capture device to capture games right now. If you want the full story, I urge you watch all of yesterday's videos. We had a whole 3-4 video series where I was technical troubleshooting this thing. It doesn't work.
I'm not going to fucking watch that fucking garbage. Why the fuck would I want to fucking watch like fucking 5-6 hours of you fucking complaining and whining while you're fucking browsing the internet for fucking solutions? Fuck the fuck off. I'm not going to fucking watch that garbage.
We had a 2-hour stream last night where we kind of talked about the limitations of my PC and the history of my setup. We talked about options of things that I can do to change it, including, you know, possibly upgrading to Windows 10, which seems like it could be a really risky venture. We also looked at other devices that would work with my Windows 8.1 PC. And, you know, shall I at least summarize where we are at right now? I think it's a good idea of what we should do, all right? To summarize, a very, very long-time generous fan, someone who has been with me over the years and many times over the years has supported me and helped me out, said that they had a newer version, not this, but a new AverMedia capture device that does work with Windows 8 or Windows 8.1, which is what I have, and they don't use it. So they wanted to send it to me, which is tremendous. I was like, yeah, abso-freaking-lutely, because here's the thing. We did look online. You cannot buy this. This is from 2013. It's impossible to buy even if you wanted it. I found one online for $400, and they wouldn't ship it until late January. That's it. This is impossible to get. It's an outdated feature. It's just like, well, I don't understand. Why not just buy the original that died? Well, did you ever try buying car parts for a 1976 Ford Pinto? It's a little hard. Because it's outdated. No one uses it anymore. You know what I mean? No one makes the shit for it. So you can't just get an old piece of hardware. You got to buy the newest thing. You see? So that's kind of the deal. It's like, dude, I'm never going to be able to replace this and give me the same thing. So much like with this webcam, if you don't know the story of this webcam that I'm using right now, for over 10 years, I used a Logitech webcam. Okay? I loved it when I first got it. I thought the quality was great, but that was over 10 years ago. That was before people wanted HD video and all of that. Right? I used to use this webcam for picture-in-picture when I did certain playthroughs. And then over the years, people wanted face cam for when I was doing streams. So, okay, I guess I'll use my webcam to do face cam. But what ended up happening was over the years, people realized everyone else's equipment was advancing and getting better, and mine was the same old webcam, blurry, bad, you know, adjustments, bad focus and stuff like that. And so, after many, many years, someone said, hey, Phil, I have what I believe is the updated version of your webcam. It looks exactly the same as your current webcam, but it has newer software, newer drivers, newer hardware. They actually updated the logo that says on the front of the webcam. It used to say Logitech, now it says Logi. I guess they changed their logo in the last decade. He says, I'd like to donate it to you because if it is the same webcam just updated, likely it won't mess with your system. You know, your system's used to using this style of webcam. Hopefully it wouldn't use any more CPU use or whatever. Do you want it? I said, abso-freaking-lutely. Please send it to me. I would love to see if this webcam improves my setup. And so this was a couple months ago. This person sent it to me. Shout out to them because they know who they are. And look how good the webcam is compared to how it used to be, right? Remember how blurry this used to be just a little over 2 months ago? And now the setup looks nice and clean. You can actually see the color of the Christmas lights behind me. You can actually see the high definition decorations, right? Which is so nice. It looks so different. All because it's an updated version of my old equipment, right? And so, it's so cool because now someone is offering me, again, a longtime fan, I'm going to send you basically the updated version of this. Now, is it the brand new one? No. And I don't want the brand new one. If I got a brand new one, it wouldn't even work with my setup because my setup's Windows 8.1, not Windows 10. And all new equipment requires Windows 10. That's actually one of the things, that we looked at, is like if I were just to drive to a store out here right now and buy something today, what could I get? And everything out here is Windows 10 or above. Nothing will work with my current PC, and I don't want to take the risk right now of upgrading my PC to Windows 10 unless it's a last resort, which we may still have to do. Don't get me wrong. We may still have to do that. It may be something that is a necessary evil at this point, okay? But this person...
I mean, I don't personally buy it. I don't personally fucking buy it. These things don't fucking... No, hang on. Let me randomly fucking go to like a shop. So I mean, let me just fucking randomly go to Amazon.com, wouldn't it, for like an American marketplace? Yeah, it's like technically American. So capture card. You guys can't see this right now. It's okay, but it's a capture card for streaming. Oh, there's two seconds. You guys can't see. Hold on, not you. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. You guys can't see me. Hold on. There if I can go. So I just kind of opened a random window, whatever. I went to Amazon.com, capture card for fucking streaming. And we'll click on any like most these all. I just type in capture card for streaming. So. Which one? AverMedia. Very pricey. Says 4K in it. What does it support? Is there anything that tells you the fucking system requirements or whatever? There's this fucking shit here where it's like fucking tells you specifications and that shit, you know? Where would it tell you what it fucking supports? Just go to the AverMedia website. That's a good shout actually, to be fair. Go to the AverMedia website. Let me see if I can get that shit sorted. Visit the store. You can just go to your fucking website. This is the Amazon page for fucking AverMedia. God damn it. Hold on a second. 2 seconds. Let's get rid of that. Let's put this here. Let's get this. Okay, 2 seconds. We're on the AverMedia website now. So, products. Capture card. That's what I'm saying, like, so, yeah, there's different fucking criteria here in the video bar, software. I don't even know what the fuck I clicked there. What the fuck's a video bar? I don't know. So you just click on any of these, essentially. Actually, for Phil would be a standalone, wouldn't it? He's got the standalone one. So click on this shit here. No need for a high-end computer. Enjoy 4K Ultra HD gaming. We're recording at 1080p full width with Easy Recorder 330. Flexible storage, PC free streaming. Oh, shit, what the fuck? Never miss a fucking play. Schedule recording, all that shit, man. What the fuck? High efficiency video coding. Technical specifications. It's a lot of fucking shit. But yeah, as I was saying, Phil, this would probably work with Windows 8, I imagine. You'd imagine it has to work with Windows 8. Blah 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 blah. Jesus Christ, man. Phil's too lazy to fucking go to the source of he could have went to Avamedia himself and fucking checked it himself. Nah. That one didn't even need a computer, exactly.
And, you know, contacted me yesterday during my late stream and said, listen,
I
want to send this to you. This should work. You know, it says Windows 8. And I agreed. So here's the deal, because I have a very positive update in regards to this, okay? So I got updated information this morning. This person has overnighted this capture device to me, okay? It's coming. It's supposed to arrive sometime tomorrow during my day off. Of course, there's no guarantees. This is the holiday season. And during the holiday season, you got so many people who've been mailing Christmas presents and things all over the place. There's no guarantee this thing will show up tomorrow. It may take longer. Maybe it'll take Thursday. Maybe it'll take Friday. But they paid for overnight. So you would hope that they live up to... you would hope that they live up to their... the promise. When I say the shipping company, not the fan. The fan paid for overnight. They better get it. But you would hope that the shipping company will hold up to their promises, and maybe I'll get it tomorrow, okay? But there's a special addendum. The fan has also included a surprise gift. $1 million... No, I'm just kidding. Not one. No. People almost would have believed that, too. No. The fan included... a copy of Final Fantasy Crisis Core on the Switch. I don't know if they just had an extra copy lying around. I don't know what the deal is, but they said they are including a copy of Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core on the Switch. All right, so you know I'll have the game now. And if that is a game that you guys wish to see in January, once we wrap up all of these games that I'm trying to finish, it's certainly a possibility because I'll already have it. Okay? Now, I don't know if you guys want that or not. I know when it came out several weeks ago, people were interested. But as you know, interest for this kind of stuff tends to wane when it's not the hot new thing anymore. So I don't know how many people would want to see Crisis Core at this point. Or maybe if you guys already are like, nah, the time for that's past. Maybe play it in the future, right? I don't know. I guess we'll see. What's interesting is this will be only the second Switch game that I ever owned physically. The only other Switch game I've ever owned a physical copy of was ARMS. Yes, that stupid fighting game that no one played. Outside of that, every other game I've ever had on the console was a digital one. So this is coming supposedly tomorrow, and we'll see. If it doesn't come tomorrow, you would be hopeful that it would at least come Thursday because it was supposed to be overnight. That doesn't mean anything. Now, this capture device is supposed to work with Windows 8. It has all the same, connections and everything as this guy. I think this one might actually also have pass-through. Now, don't quote me on that. I don't think this one does 4K. All right? If it has pass-through, that means I may be able, and if it's flawless pass-through, meaning that it has no lag, that means I may be able to eliminate my HDMI splitter, because I could maybe just have the HDMI cable from a console go directly to this thing, and then this thing is the splitter, and one cable would go directly to the TV and the other one would just be the USB that goes to my PC. And if that's the case, USB cords are much longer than these HDMI cords that I have, so maybe I would avoid even needing to have this unit like in the middle of my floor Like perhaps it could sit over there with the other cords and stuff that are right next to my consoles, and the only thing would have a USB going across the floor. Then the potential for issues like, oops, I accidentally got close to it and it disconnected. You know, maybe that wouldn't happen. But I don't know. I won't know till it shows up. And again, you never know with this equipment. Is it going to work well or not? I don't know. For my intents and purposes, all I'm looking to do is 1080p 60 frames. That's it. I don't care about 4K. I don't care about the bells and whistles. I don't know if this thing has HDR. I don't know if this thing has VRR. I doubt it. You know, this is not new equipment. This is equipment from many years ago, which is why it works with Windows 8.1. Okay. So I guess we'll see what happens. All right. But I'm excited, obviously, to hopefully.
Oh, that was an interesting super chat, but it got leaned. The super chat got leaned. Oh, I didn't even catch that in fucking time. I was going to read it, but I couldn't fucking. As soon as I fucking started going to start fucking reading it, it fucking got leaned. Although, yeah, $10 for that is a fucking waste of money. Hang on. Raw DSP archive.
Okay.
Isn't it disrespectful to your fans that you never invested in having better equipment? A lot of people on YouTube always upgrade their setup, give better content to their viewers, and avoid issues. That is what Super Chat said. Thanks. Good old fucking Raw DSP archive for fucking having the chat on their screen and I could fucking catch it in time. It's a fucking pertinent point. It's a waste of $10 fucking dollars to fucking super chat Phil that, but it's an extremely fucking pertinent point. And Phil is just going to fucking dismiss it because he needs to spend money on other things, such as DoorDash and Druid Champions and more alcohol.
See if this works, and if it works, if there's any way that it can maybe improve my footage. Who knows, right? I think my footage was already good. It's just that sometimes the CPU would go whoop. And when
fuck off with your CPU fucking bullshit. I'm going to go to 1.25 speed already, man, because fuck this little piggy.
Hit like 90-some%. Then the video footage will get very choppy, correct? Perhaps this capture device will do a better job. I mean, this one's from 2013. I believe this capture device that I'm getting is from like 2015, 2016. Maybe in those few years they advanced the technology and it won't eat. Maybe it won't be as much of a CPU hog anymore. I don't know. I have no idea if the hardware swap will change anything. You know, it would be great if it makes my video quality even more smooth. Oh my God, I would love that, obviously. But I guess we'll see. You know, currently, whenever I was playing games like Call of Duty or anything that was very action intensive, and there was tons of action going on the screen, the bitrate would skyrocket, and that would cause my CPU to almost max, and then my whole setup would chop up and get, you know...
Calm down, Prophets. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Frame drops. So I guess we'll see, you know, how stuff goes, and go from there. We'll see when this arrives. We're going to try it out later this week, okay? Now, you guys are absolutely right, because right now, 1 minute Sam says, what you need to do is you need to start planning a way that you could just do a full replacement of the system, because if this keeps happening, you know, this is going to really hurt you. You're right. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, I mean this too. I understand how lucky I am, how absolutely lucky I am to have such a dedicated, loyal, caring fan base.
Jesus fucking Christ. No, I don't think he actually fully understands the fortune that he really is having here. There are far... I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Everything's handed to him on a fucking silver platter, basically, and he still manages to find a way to fucking piss all over it and screw up for himself. That's what got leaned. Oh, he leaned that. No. That's surely not that. I don't think he leaned that message because we are behind Phil by like 8 minutes. Nah, Pam, that was not leaned. The super chat happened like two or 3 minutes ago, and we are 8 minutes behind, so that was not what got leaned. We're already behind by almost fucking 10 minutes, so yeah, that is unrelated. It just baffles me, you know, Phil, he's truly not fucking conscious and fully, you know, aware of how fucking fortunate he is with the situation he's in, where he's got a whole bunch of fucking, you know, deep-pocketed dentheads that are willing to fucking believe every single fucking thing he says. Oh, they're gonna give me a laptop to fucking, you know, have so I can check chat during the stream. A brand new laptop just for that. They're gonna fucking give me enough money to fucking buy a TV. They're gonna fucking give me a fucking new Xbox. They're gonna fucking give me games. They're gonna give everything you need for your fucking business to give you. Whether it's fucking equipment, whether it's fucking artwork. Prophet's video is up, by the way. Prophet's brand new video is up. And fucking ready for that. I will catch it later on. You guys can check it whenever you want, of course, you know. But yeah, I'll be sure to check it out later on. And it should be good viewing. Prophet's angry technological rants are always quite entertaining. Wait, debunks Phil.
When shit like this happens, not only do you understand that, sorry, I can't stream games today, obviously I want to and I can't, but also the fact that people rally to help, right? People rally, oh, let's help Phil, let's send him a freaking replacement device and stuff like that. Most people don't have that, all right? Most people, they just have to kind of fly it by the seat of their own pants, and not me. I feel like I'm really in this with all of you, and that's really awesome. Okay.
It's not fucking awesome for your fucking fans having to fucking bail you out because you're so fucking irresponsible financially when it comes to money. You earn 6 figures a goddamn year and you don't fucking invest any of that into your fucking equipment or your setup or your business. It's up to your audience to fucking give you everything you need to fucking run your business, and then you can fucking monetize it even more. You take and you take and you take and you take, and all you fucking do is keep on taking. And what do you fucking give back? You fucking give back fucking grief. You give back fucking toxicity. You give back fucking garbage. You give fucking 7 hours of fucking garbage content per fucking day uploaded, where you fucking bitch and whine and rant and moan about how you're not fucking rich like other YouTubers. You're fucking jealous of all these other fucking guys, and it never ends. It never fucking ends, Phil. I can't. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I cannot be fucked with Phil today. I really can't. Yeah, fuck this, man. I can't fucking rant too much like fucking yesterday. I can't do that, man. I was almost an hour and a half behind Phil yesterday. It was crazy. Just gonna let this play on. Going to try and not fucking get triggered by the Phil.
Okay, but that being said, you're right. I need to basically be looking for a way to upgrade. And I wanted to upgrade in 2022, and it didn't work out. There's nothing you can really do about that. Hopefully this year it'll work out. Now how? I don't know. I gotta think about it. What can I really do? Right now, I'm sorry. I can't save money. I really want to. I really want to save money.
Oh my fucking god. That fuck no. $826 was spent on WWE champions. Phil was given his YouTube payment on the 21st. He got like $3,500. He has been receiving a lot of money lately. A lot. He has received in the last 5 days $1,357 in tips. And amongst all that was a YouTube payment of $3,500. So Phil, within the last 5 days, has saw a net increase in his bank account by $5,000. YouTube payment, as well as all tips from the streams. And he's claiming that he is not able to save any of that money. In the space of like five different stream days. So Phil was paid on the 22nd, okay? The 22nd December, sorry, 21st. The 21st December. On Phil's day off, he was given this fucking money. In fact, I've holidays is it here? So 20th December. I've holidays from the 20th December. 20th December, Phil plays God of Pokemon Scarlet, gets $151 on a day stream, $34 on a night stream. He's earned $185 from that stream. The following day, $3,500 from YouTube. And then he has these very successful days on YouTube right afterwards, right up to fucking Christmas and right after Christmas, where he's been getting so much fucking money. And yet, he's not been able to save any of that $5,000 at all. Every single dollar, apparently, has gone to something important. Now, I can understand some of it going towards bills. Naturally, you're fucking going to do that, of course. But, no, Phil. You cannot fucking genuinely claim to have nothing left over to fucking put into your fucking business. To invest in your fucking business, your livelihood. I don't understand how his audience can fucking listen to this and not fucking question it. Were they not there when they fucking saw him get $468 in one fucking day stream for Christmas? When he's drinking gin and calling them whales, I'm going to drink, guys, give me $100 for a whale tail gin and all that shit. And he's like, I proved the haters wrong because only one person gave me money to drink whale tail gin. They're not fucking question where all the money is gone. They're just going to accept the fact that Phil's going to say, oh, I can't save right now because I'm an adult. I don't know. Let's see what Phil's excuse is. I'm going to rewind this and let's see what Phil's fucking excuse is for not being able to save right now.
I need to basically be looking for a way to upgrade. And I wanted to upgrade in 2022, and it didn't work out. There's nothing you can really do about that. Hopefully this year it'll work out. Now how? I don't know. I gotta think about it. What can I really do? Right now, I'm sorry. I can't save money. I really want to. I really want to save money. I can't. Right now, I owe money. When you owe money, you can't save money. Your money has to go to who you owe, right? Like I said, really best case scenario for me would be if perhaps sometime this year I could go to a bank or a credit union and I could refinance my home.
He owes money. No, you've got bills. We've all got fucking bills, Phil. That's normal fucking adult stuff. I've got fucking, like, I've got loan bills and credit card bills and all that shit. Did Phil get some sort of fucking, predatory loan, which has extremely high interest rates? Phil owes money, apparently. If he's not talking about bills and he fucking got like some sort of loan behind the scenes at some strange fucking extravagant interest. What? The TV finance? I don't buy the TV finance, and he was paid for that. Phil was given the whole entire money up front to fucking get that, to pay for it. That's also a normal fucking bill. Nah, I'm no fucking... Jesus Christ, man. Who do you owe fucking money to, Phil? Which Seattle loan shark is going to break your fucking kneecaps if you don't pay up? It just blows my mind, it really does.
In which case, I have so much equity in this house that would give me flexibility. Not only the money I owe would be paid off, but also everything would be wrapped up in this one mortgage payment a month. And then I can maybe have some cash out to do stuff. And I have some cash out to do stuff. I can upgrade the PC, right? I can upgrade the business, which I need to do. Right now, that's just not possible. Okay? So there's not much I can do. My hands are kind of tied for now, unless a miracle happens. Sadly, I hate to say, the only thing that could really happen at this point would be, the generosity of others, which I'm not going to ask for. Because some people have said, why don't you do a marathon where you try to fundraise for a new PC? Guys, I get enough from you. You understand that? I get enough from you.
No, it's not enough. It's never going to be. No, Phil's big worry is that fans are going to be so extremely fucking generous in one fucking marathon, but they're not going to fucking come forth and be as fucking generous in the following fucking streams. Phil needs a certain amount of money every fucking day. He has a certain lifestyle to fucking uphold every single fucking day. He has certain fucking things he has to spend money on every single fucking day, such as WWE Champions, such as DoorDash, such as fucking visits to Total Wine, and all shit. And anything else he can splurge money on to fucking buy on Amazon. No, fuck off, Phil. Fuck off. Right, I'm not going to fucking pause it again unless I got a good damn reason to, man. Did Phil just say I have to spend money on my business? Okay, I'll tick off business. There you go. Business has been ticked off, but I'm I've already been annoyed today. It's like today's been a strange day for me. I didn't think I was going to be as annoyed today as I am, and Bill's triggering me too fucking much. I need to fucking just get on with the fucking game.
I can't ask for more. You know how ridiculous that is? That's insane. I'm not going to do that. I refuse. I'm not going to be going crazy, asking for more. Maybe if someone were ever to offer something, that's different. There's a difference between someone offers versus you ask. I'm not going to ask for anything. I refuse. Because we're at a point now where you guys have been so supportive. You guys have been so amazing to me, especially this last year. There's no way that I'm going to now be asking for other shit. All right? And so please understand that. And again, last night, my haters, of course, wanted to turn last night's 2-hour stream into something it wasn't. The whole point of me last night doing a 2-hour stream was I needed ideas. I needed to brainstorm. What do I do now?
Oh, did you not see last night's stream, by the way? Aqua Teal had a great clip. Let me find the Aqua Teal's clip for you guys. Hold on. Where are you, Aqua? Sounds to be saying where are you, Aqua? Hang on. We'll just fucking pull up a channel. Here we go.
And like I even said earlier, this is what I was trying to say at the beginning of this stream. This stream is not me coming on stream and saying, hey guys, throw money at me. Because if you give me tons of gifted money, I just buy a new PC. It's not even the case. Right now, if I had unlimited funds, I probably still couldn't get a PC relatively quickly, right? I don't think so. Because I would probably want to get one that has all the shit that I want. And if I get it, it's probably got to be built. It's got to be, mailed. It's probably going to take weeks. When I got this PC in 2014, it took 3 weeks. Yeah, it wasn't overnight. If I get a pre-built, perhaps, maybe if I found a pre-built PC that already was sitting in a warehouse and I felt like it was good enough for my needs, then maybe it could be an overnight or a 2-day deal, right? Even then, when the new PC shows up, guess what I would have to do? I would have to load all the new stuff, load OBS on there, try to get all my settings, all the things set up, get all the hardware working with it again. It's going to be days of work. So there is no throw money at it and fix the problem solution to the problem I have right now. I want you all to understand that. This is some idiots coming on here tonight. Phil just wants money. And Phil just, fuck your mother. No, really. Go tell your mother she should be slapped for having you. Because the shit that you say on the internet is so fucking stupid. She should be embarrassed that you're so dumb. The dumb shit that people say on this fucking planet, on the internet, just fucking get out of here. No, that's not what this is supposed to be. She should have raised you better. than to be that fucking stupid and to be so disrespectful to come on someone's stream when they're actually in a situation the day after fucking Christmas when all they want to do is put out content and entertain people on the internet because it's their job and they can't do it. And they're looking for legitimate help. They're looking for legitimate guidance, some advice. I'm going to need your help in a second as we're probably going to start searching online for different capture devices and options. No, it's not about money. If you think that, here's what I want you to do. Go to the bathroom, open the toilet, put your head in, and fucking flush. It's probably the only way you'll get an intelligent thought out of your head as it flushes down the fucking bowl.
Oh yeah, that was Phil last night on his very chill night stream. And by the way, guys, a reminder again, top 10 worst DSP gaming 2022 moments from Secret Limited. There's already at 17,000 views on it, and yeah, it's well worth the watch, guys. If you've not watched it yet, definitely well worth the watch. I would highly recommend. But yeah, that was Phil last night, and he was quite a salty, toxic little bitch.
In the meantime, when I can't capture, number one, can we find a replacement capture device that's even viable that would work on my PC? And number two, what kind of content do I put out in the meantime until I get a replacement? Of course, they turned that into, oh, Phil's here to ask for money. I didn't do that, and I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. You guys are good enough. You're generous enough, all right? So please understand that. That's not what I'm here for. And, you know, thank you so much for that support. I feel the love. I really do. Heading into 2023, I'm feeling a lot of positivity. I am, okay? So all that being said, here's the update, right? We are getting a new capture device at some point, supposedly tomorrow. I say we because it's really us. It's not just me, it's us. We together. This is our experience. This stream is ours, not just mine. You understand?
Well, does that mean some of the fans can get some of the profits as well? We, but the profits is all about you.
So, supposedly I'm getting it tomorrow. And if it comes here tomorrow, that means we will try it out on Thursday. Hopefully it works. And if it works, we'll get back to gaming on Thursday. I'm down for that, okay?
It honestly, fuck, it blows my fucking mind how much a fucking child is. You know what I would fucking do if I wasn't able to fucking stream because of some technical issue? I'll tell you what I wouldn't fucking do. I wouldn't fucking tell you guys that I fucking can't do it unless I had X amount of fucking money and then wait for something to... No, fuck off. No, nobody would fucking do that, I'd like to think. Not unless they're fucking absolutely fuck... No, it's one of those things where it's like, if that shit happens to me, it's like, shit, well, I won't be streaming for a wee bit until I get it sorted, but I'll sort it myself because that's what fucking responsible adults do. Jesus fucking Christ, man. It really fucking blows my mind how much a fucking pathetic child that Phil is, and he's his handheld in every single fucking aspect of his miserable, pathetic fucking life that he cannot do anything by himself as a fucking 40-year-old man. Prophet says he has an old Elgato capture card from 2012 that works just fine. Man, I love Elgato, man. I used Elgato before, back in the fucking day. I used to stream from my like PlayStation 4. But even before then, maybe fucking Xbox 360, I don't know. But yeah, I streamed before in the past on Elgato. I fucking loved that shit. My old FIFA footage was captured on an Elgato. It's good stuff. Before that I had a Dazzle. Dazzle's okay, but Elgato's certainly an upgrade. But yeah, just, I don't know, man. No more. The next time I'm going to fucking pause is when we have, like, a bingo. I'm not going to fucking pause anymore unless we have a bingo or whatever, so.
And in addition, I'm getting a copy of Crisis Core. I don't know if you guys want to see that in January or not, you know. Currently, if you don't remember, yesterday, we set up the Viewer's Choice event. You guys are currently nominating games for Viewer's Choice. Well, both members and non-members, right, are able to do this. And I hope that you guys will nominate games for Viewer's Choice. I've basically been approving your comments as quickly as I possibly can. I'd be like, oh, there's a lot of comments going on those threads now to nominate games. How do you nominate games? Well, right now in the chat, !Viewer's Choice is a command that will bring up a link that you could go to the thread and you can nominate games automatically there. Or it'll already post up that thread about every 15 minutes or so. You'll see a link in the chat to post it up. If you're not currently watching live, this camera is off, by the way. If you're not currently watching live, that's better. If you're not currently watching live, then if you go to the main channel page of DSP Gaming, under the community tab, there should be two posts. One is for members only, and one is for everyone else. And members can nominate, as well as everybody else in their respective threads. Members can nominate twice. You can nominate in the members thread and in the public thread. What's going to happen is, number one, members are going to nominate games, and the most nominated game by members will automatically be made it into the final poll. Okay? Everyone else will be nominating games for the next week to 2 weeks. The most nominated games there will make it into the final categories that will be voted on in this poll. So you're going to have one game from members and all the other games from everybody else. And it's going to be a poll you guys will vote on for like a week. And whatever wins the poll, that is the viewer's choice playthrough. That will be a full playthrough here on DSP Gaming, likely starting in mid to late January. Okay? There you go. So, please get to it. Thank you for doing that, okay? So you guys are working on that. I don't know, with that, if you're interested in Crisis Core or whatever, who knows? I know a lot of people are nominating games from the Christmas Marathon, whether it's Fallout 3, Resident Evil 1 Remake, or Oblivion. A lot of people really like those 3 games and want to see more of them, okay? So anyway, I wish, at this point, what I usually do, okay, isn't it... What is this? Just ban this idiot. Fucking moron. Someone's being insulting to me, so I'm just going to ban them. From now on, I'm not putting up with nonsense, as you know. If you haven't noticed in the last month and a half, I really don't put up with nonsense. The moment that someone says something insulting or dumb or negative, you're just gone. I'm not even waste time on it. Why? People don't want to hear that. They just want to have a nice stream with me. So, thanks for nothing. Bye-bye. Boop. Done. Instant out of here. Anyway. So, that being said, by the way, goodbye to you, Rotom Electric, too, because you've also been a jerk for the past month, and I've had enough of you. I don't know what I'm doing this week. I would love to say to you guys, hey guys, here's the schedule for the week. So when I come back on Thursday, we'll be doing God of War, and we'll be doing High on Life like it was supposed to be yesterday. And then on Friday, we'll continue on with Pokemon Scarlet and Warzone on Friday night. And then apparently I'm getting arrested. You hear that outside? Okay, they're going away now. Anyway, I would love to do that. Sadly, I can't do that, right? I can't. Because as much as I would like to, I don't know if this capture device is going to show up tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to work, all right? No, there is a backup plan. Last night, during the 2-hour late stream that I did, I actually ordered 2 more capture devices, all right? Now, don't worry. I ordered them off of Amazon, and Amazon has a full return policy.
Mister, I have no spare money. Ordered 2 separate capture devices as a backup. 2 separate devices. Mister, I have no fucking money to spare right now. Ordered 2 backup devices. I stopped, despite I want to rant, of course, but I have a reason for stopping it. Bill burped as well, so that's our first burp of the fucking stream. But yeah, that's also a bingo because we got a fucking middle row. I am just so fucking annoyed with Phil right now. I really cannot. I just cannot fucking tolerate this fucking arsehole. I just fucking want to just do anything else other than just fucking watch Phil right now. Jesus Christ, man. That's our first bingo though of the fucking game. Here's to many more. It was actually a very strong card. We're fucking 8 away from a full house already. Phil, you make me angry, Phil. Why do you make me so angry? I don't know, it's just... He just has no fucking appreciation at all for the fucking things he has in life, man. He uses things until they fucking break, and then he fucking buys backups that he doesn't want to use. He has backups already. He had backups of capture devices already, ready to fucking use, but he doesn't want to fucking use them. Instead, he's been sent a fucking capture card, which he's fucking planned to use, which will probably arrive tomorrow at some fucking point, but he also felt I need to purchase 2 backups, which will never get to see the fucking light of day. They're going to sit in that fucking closet and never get fucking used. And then when the time comes to need them, he won't fucking want to use them. It blows my mind. It really does. It just... Fuck it, we got 1 bingo, here's to many more.
And I actually have a local return center right near me, so it's actually no risk to me. But I felt like I should definitely have a backup. So I ordered 2 capture devices off of Amazon, both of which again are supposed to work with Windows 8, both of which again are supposed to be 1080p. So we'll see what happens if this one that's being sent by the fan doesn't show up or doesn't work. On Friday, I'm supposed to be getting the 2 other capture devices from Amazon, and we'll test those out too, depending on, when they show up in the light. Okay? So we'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. The idea is as follows. Today we can't do gaming. We'll talk about what I'm about to do today in a moment, because it's going to be completely unique and very different. Okay? I'm off from streaming tomorrow regardless. So even if, I didn't have, even if I had a capture device, I wasn't going to be here tomorrow anyway. Okay? When I return on Thursday, if everything goes according to plan and this new replacement capture device shows up, we'll hook it up, we'll get it working, and I'm going to do God of War Ragnarok, and then the late stream will be High on Life. All right? And like I just said, then Friday would be Pokemon Scarlet, and the late stream on Friday night would be Warzone. And we'll go from there, because I would love to say, hey, 6 straight days of streaming, and here's the schedule, but I can't promise you that. I also don't know how much longer it's going to take to beat the current playthroughs I'm doing, because once I beat them, then it's year-end series time. Most disappointing games countdown and Game of the Year award. But I can't promise you that stuff until I finish up what I'm doing, and I don't know when I'm going to finish it up. Okay, so that's the rough plan, all right? Also in January, once I end my year-end series, I'll be looking at the game landscape and the schedule for the next several months, and we'll do a big schedule update podcast where I'll basically go through, hey, here's the games coming out, here's what I'm interested in. Because I'm thinking about, I know for a fact that there's going to be a One Piece RPG, a JRPG. I know that by the end of the month, we've got the Dead Space remake, and I think at some point Forspoken comes out. I'll be honest with you guys, out of all these games, I think Forspoken has literally never interested me. I'm just being honest. Ever since, like, the first moment I saw it, I was kind of like, the graphics look good, and that's about it. Like, nothing about this game has appealed to me. This is a rarity, because as you know, usually with new releases, I get excited, and this one, I don't know what it is. There's just something about Forspoken that I just have never cared about it. Like, not for a moment. When people say, oh, did you see the new trailer? I'm like, I don't care. People, oh, did you see the gameplay reveal? There's a demo out. You gonna play it? Nah. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just have a really weird prejudice against it for some reason, which doesn't make sense because there's nothing in the game that I wouldn't like. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing anything in it that appeals to me. So I know that's supposed to come out in January. I just don't really care. All right. Anyway, so let's see what happens in January. All right. We're going to get through the stuff we're doing. Hopefully when the capture devices work, we'll do the year-end series. Then we'll do this special where I'll go through the schedule and we'll go from there to determine what I'm doing in January. And of course, you guys are voting on the viewer's choice stuff. All right. Cool. Now, all that being said, what are we doing today? Because now I obviously can't do any games today, right? I don't have a capture device. So obviously that's not happening. And, well, here's the deal. I am doing 2 streams today, just as if this were a normal full streaming day. I have to. It's my last streaming day of the week. I just took a bunch of time off earlier this week for Christmas. I can't take more time off. This is a standard stream. Everything that normally would apply will apply. If you contribute, I'll give you a shout out. Yes, we have tiered rewards for tips. $50, $100, $150, which is gunner glasses, a hat, and a vest. Yes, the holiday hats are now out of the running. We're going back to having a full variety of hats, vests, and other things available. Okay? So there you go. It's a normal streaming day for me. It's just the content that I'm putting out is weird.
Yeah, the content you put out is always fucking weird. Always fucking weird. But he mentioned tips. I think he mentioned tips. He was talking about the goals. Yeah, he mentioned tips, yeah. So yeah, that's another bingo. Fucking ready for that. We have a free space as well, by the way. He's already had 25 snorts, and we're at fucking 30 right now. This actually might be a fucking double free space with his snorts at this fucking rate. Crazy amount of snorting going on today by Phil.
Alright, because what are we doing today? Allow me to explain. Because today's a very weird day, to put it mildly. Alright, so flashback to August. This summer was one of the slowest summers for gaming ever in history. There was almost no new releases, and the new releases that came out were all little indie releases, and they were all trying to compete for attention and market share, and nothing really stood out. And because of that, I ended up doing a huge summer of retro. Alright, and during the summer of retro, essentially I was playing so many old games that a lot of people felt some burnout. So I said, alright, why don't we break up this summer a little bit, and instead of just doing gameplay constantly, why not do a series? That'll be a little different. Originally, it wasn't supposed to be a series. It was just supposed to be a marathon on a random weekend. It was called DSP's Closet Cleanout. It was very different from anything that I'd done before. Who thought that me sitting here, going into my closet in my office, going through everything in that closet, and basically pulling it out and saying, oh, is this good? Is this bad? Does this have value? Does this not? Would be interesting. This idea was so popular that we didn't do it once. We didn't do it twice. We did it 3 times because it took 3 actual marathon events to finish cleaning out the closet. That's how much junk I had in there. By the end, I had multiple giant garbage bags full of stuff to throw out. We found some hidden gems of items that may have some really good value. I just haven't had a single moment to sit down and see if I could possibly sell those anywhere, and use that cash for anything. I still don't have time really, honestly. But it was a crazy interesting event, and one of the things that was discovered during that event was I have all of the external hard drives that I used to use to store my old videos, starting way back when, at the beginning of time. That's right, when the Big Bang happened, I was there filming. Okay, maybe not the beginning of time, but the beginning of my YouTube career. I would say I started storing videos externally on hard drives, I don't know, maybe like 2010, I want to say. And basically, I kept it all. But the thing is, once those videos were once those videos were stored on these external hard drives, it was like, save it, store it, forget it. Now you might say, wait a minute, Phil, why on earth did you store all of your gameplay videos on hard drives? That's ridiculous, isn't it? Or didn't you upload them all to YouTube? Very true. However, back then, when I first started on YouTube, there was a lot of questions. A lot of questions about legality, about ownership. According to YouTube, when you uploaded a video to YouTube, all right, you own that video. And the moment that you upload it to YouTube, you now have a copyright on it. And therefore, that should be your legal property, you know, forever. And some people could use it if they transform it enough to make their own works, right? Transformative works. But no one has the right to just say, rip that video and put it on their own YouTube channel as is. That would be considered theft and copyright infringement. When I first started on YouTube, they didn't even allow you to monetize gameplay videos. They felt that the legal rights to your videos actually went to the gameplay, or excuse me, the game developers or publishers. That made absolutely no legal sense and never would have held up in a court of law. But YouTube felt that way. They didn't even know if Let's Plays or game playthroughs were legal yet. So basically the way I thought this was, I want to prove that I own these videos. What if years down the line, something happens on YouTube and there's a big lawsuit and someone tries to say, oh, all that gameplay never really was from the people who uploaded it. It's our property or whatever. And what I wanted to do was to be able to literally have the legal, physical evidence to say, oh, no, you don't. Here's the hard drive proving I made this video on such and such a day. You can even see it was archived on there on that day. And you can't mess with that because here's the legal evidence. I don't care what you're saying about, oh, it was uploaded to YouTube on this day and re-uploaded on this day. Here's when I created the goddamn video. I own it. All right. So that's really why I started archiving my old videos way back when. However, over the years, as we saw YouTube evolve, and as a legal entity, they started defending the rights of uploaders, and basically Let's Plays became well regarded as legal property. And basically the whole fear of, oh no, someone might, you know, steal my content or claim it, or legal battles, they all kind of went away. But I still kind of kept archiving my content for different reasons. In this case, the reason I was really archiving my content was because I wanted to be able to access said content at the end of the year for my year-end series. So I'll give you an example. In a week or two, when I wrap up with the current playthroughs that I'm doing, I'm going to do my most disappointing Game of the Year countdowns, and I'm also going to be doing my Game of the Year awards. So how am I going to get content for that? My own videos. But am I going to sit here and capture my own videos off YouTube or re-download them off YouTube? No, I have the raw footage. I saved it. What I did is, with every major playthrough I did this year, I have 1 or 2 folders of archive videos. So by the end of the year, I've got probably about 100 folders, but it's archive content of everything. And then I do my year-end series. And then once those year-end series are done, now I delete those videos. And I have all that space to myself again to start over fresh. But back in the day, I used to also do things like game reviews, right? I used to do countdowns, especially when I was doing KO Gaming, and actually having saved those physical files was actually a godsend, because whenever I needed to go back and do one of these projects, I had all the footage readily available to just toss together and edit, as opposed to, oh, now I got to find a playthrough on YouTube, now I got to re-download that playthrough on YouTube and hope that the quality is good, which back in the day it wasn't. You always, whatever you download off YouTube ended up being way less quality than what you uploaded. So basically,
money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Kid Flim for the super chat. He says, here's a couple of quid for a can or two of Grant's canned haggis. Shout out my bro, Lemon. Thank you very much, Kid Flim, for the super chat. I do appreciate it. And I don't know what I'll put it towards. Obviously, New Year's coming up soon. Hogmanay is coming up soon. And Hogmanay is something we celebrate quite well in Scotland. I don't think it's really well recognised worldwide. Most people also recognise New Year's Day, fucking celebrate the brand new year coming, but it's only in Scotland where you seem to celebrate Hogmanay the day before it, you know, the last day of the whole year, where you can fucking get tanned and drink a lot and eat or whatever, you know. It's basically like another week's sort of mini Christmas, essentially, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's going to be one of those ones where you're looking forward to Hogmanay and the celebration it'll bring. Cheers, thank you very much, Kid Flim, for the super chat. I do appreciate it, and I do hope you've got good plans yourself for Hogmanay coming up.
at that time, it made sense to archive everything. Today, it really doesn't make sense to archive anything anymore. Like I said, the year-end series, I play the videos once, I delete them. It's not a big deal anymore, all right? So I actually haven't done physical backups of any of my gameplay in many years, okay? But I have all these I have an entire storage bin overflowing with hard drives. And what I would like to do today, since we finally have time to do so, because I've never had time to do it up until now, is to go one by one through these hard drives, plug them in. I have the power adapter, so plug in the power adapter, plug in the USB cable, okay? See if it turns on, first of all, because some of these may be so old they just don't work anymore. That would be a shame, because who knows what's on there that could be lost, right? And then have them boot up and see what's on them. Some of them is going to be some of my oldest playthroughs ever. Here's what I'm hoping to find. This would be, this would basically be, my ultimate goal for today. All right. If I could find, number one, my forgotten playthroughs that were lost to time. And you might say, well, what do you mean? What playthroughs have been lost to time? Well, you have to understand something. I've been uploading videos since 2008. all right? And I had various different channels. I started off on the Dark Side Phil channel. At one point, I was deathly afraid of Rockstar taking down any videos that I uploaded of their games, because I had done, so you guys don't know the history, do you? Probably most of you do not, all right? So, I started off on my original Dark Side Phil channel in 2008. Well, when the DLCs released for Grand Theft Auto 4, I started playing the very first DLC. It was called The Lost and Damned. It followed the Damned, a biker gang in GTA 4, only you played as one of the main bikers. You weren't Nico Bellic anymore. So I wanted to do a playthrough of it. And I was doing it, and within a day of me doing this playthrough, my videos were taken down off YouTube for copyright claims. Now, I had never experienced this before, and I've been uploading to YouTube for a bit, like about a little under a year, and I was like, no one ever hit me with a copyright claim before. What is this? Claimed it was Rockstar. Now, who knows? Because back then, there was literally no way to prove that any claims you got were legit or not. There was no appeals. There was nothing. It was just, you got hit. Deal with it. Okay? So, at that point, because Rockstar seemed to be claiming my videos, I knew that if I wanted to move forward and doing any Rockstar content, I didn't want it to negatively affect my main YouTube channels. So I created a sister channel called Red Dead DSP. And this was specifically made for my Red Dead Redemption playthrough, and then future content, including the Undead Nightmare DLC, as well as the Suicide King series that I made as edited content with my friends, doing silly stunts and trying to basically find interesting ways to end your own life in the game. So that was my first project on the channel. And then about a year or two later, LA Noire came out. And I said, I'll do the same thing. I'll put that on this other channel. If there's ever a copyright issue, it won't affect my mainstay channels on YouTube. Now, at the same time all that was going on, I had heard that there was a lot of issues with copyright for Final Fantasy games. Now, I couldn't confirm that because I had never actually played a Final Fantasy game on the internet before. But some people have been contacting me and saying, yeah, people have been trying to upload Final Fantasy playthroughs and they're getting copyright, so you probably want to do the same thing you did with Rockstar. So I created another sister channel called, what was it? Wasn't it Dark Side Phil FF13 or something like that? I can't even remember the name of it at this point because it was so convoluted. But I think it was something like Dark Side Phil FF13, like FFX111 or something like that. Okay? This channel was literally created just for my playthrough of Final Fantasy 13. And you might be like, well, that's kind of a waste of a channel, no? What you forget is that back in the day, you could only upload videos that were 10 minutes long. Final Fantasy 13 is a very long RPG. It took me hundreds and hundreds of parts to beat it. I think that one was like over 200 part playthrough. So even though the channel was literally just one playthrough, it was full of videos. And people actually appreciated having a playthrough like this in one place where it was in a playlist and everything. They really liked that. The playthrough did quite well, actually. For any RPG playthrough back in the day, it did really, really well. So I had those separate channels. As you know, and I had my main Dark Side Phil channel. Later on, I was again hit with false copyright issues. And that led me to create the DSP Gaming channel in 2010, which is what I used until today. So for the last 12 and a half, almost 13 years, DSP Gaming has been my source of content on the internet, my primary focus when it comes to YouTube. Okay? Now, there was another channel that happened at one point. Okay? This channel was called DSP Street Fighter. This channel was created around 2010, around the same time that I created DSP Gaming. Allow me to explain why I created that channel. Excuse me. So, basically, in 2010, I was basically trying to brand and rebrand and diversify a bit. I wanted DSP Gaming to be the place for my raw gameplay playthroughs, but I also had so much other content that I was making. I was doing vlogging and other series like DSP Tries It and channel updates of the week in preview. On the flip side of that, I had a lot of fighting game coverage, and I had been playing Street Fighter 4, since it's...
No, I'm going to count that. He mentioned DSP Tries It. It's a series where he fucking tries food. I'm counting it. DSP Tries It is Phil stuffing food in his face, usually fast food. So that, to me, is food talk.
Launch on consoles in 2009, and even though people loved the footage, a lot of people who weren't into fighting games but were into my other playthroughs got disappointed on days when literally all you would see on DSP Gaming, or I guess back then it would have been Dark Side Phil, was a flood of Street Fighter matches. Again, keep in mind something. Back then, you could only upload 10-minute clips. So basically, whenever I play Street Fighter, I'd be uploading one match at a time. Some videos would be 1 minute long or less. Now imagine me playing Street Fighter for 4 hours, and each video is a minute long. Do you have any idea how many videos I uploaded to my channel that day? I destroyed everyone's inboxes. I flooded the channel with individual videos of matchups. People who liked Street Fighter loved it. Everyone else hated it. So, I decided in 2010 to diversify my content. I'd have a channel for vlogging, a channel for Street Fighter and other fighting games, and a channel just for regular playthroughs. You see? And this was in addition to the other existing channels of DSP Final Fantasy 13 and Red Dead DSP. So at that point, I had like 5 different YouTube channels all going at once, which is pretty insane when you think about it. So, DSP Street Fighter did really well for about a year. It actually was a pretty good destination for fighting game content. I want to say, at its peak, I probably had just around 50,000 subscribers. I could be wrong about that, but I remember that number. For some reason, it resonates in my head that I had around 50,000 subs on the channel. And every video I uploaded to that channel got tons of views. Imagine uploading one match of Street Fighter, a single match, less than a minute long, and you would get between 2,000 and 3,000 views on that individual video, and multiply that times 30 to 40 for one session. That channel got tons of views and actually made me a really good amount of money just for playing content in fighting games. It was pretty crazy fun, all right? By the way, this is why the FGC hated me. They absolutely hated me because here I was a guy who was not a pro. I wasn't known for being a top player in Street Fighter 4, yet I had a whole channel dedicated to fighting games, just casually playing them, and I was making bank on it, while they were trying to scrape and claw to get any kind of attention on the internet. This was before the era of live streaming, so Twitch streamers weren't popular.
Yeah, and where the fuck are they now, Phil? Look how the tables have turned on the fucking situation. The FGC are still quite a respected fucking organisation, and Phil Burnell, Mr. Bankruptcy, Mr. fucking jerked off online, Mr. fucking I feel so fucking privileged to have fucking been given access to fucking beta, even though fucking everyone gets access to fucking beta practically. Has he been racist yet? Asks Pause Clee. Yeah, he's been fucking racist every single fucking day. He's not been racist on this particular stream as of yet, but just give it time. Give it time. Phil, it's in his fucking nature.
They were so upset and jealous of me because I was someone casually known as a gamer on YouTube who was making money playing fighting games, and they couldn't do it. They wanted to, and even the top players who were winning tournaments weren't as notable or making anywhere near as much money as I was. So they were really pissed off about that. That's why back in the day, you'll see over a decade ago, you'll see Mike Ross and Gutex be, oh, who the hell's Darkside Phil and shit like that. Who know? I don't even know who they were, and they were insulting me because they were so upset with how popular and how successful I was at that time. Okay.
And then you cried like a fucking bitch when you got confronted in fucking person. Fucking Jaha's fucking flexing fucking behind some guy that's fucking in your face, and you're fucking begging and pleading him to not fucking hurt you. I'm an alcoholic. Fuck off, Phil. You fucking sat on fucking stream starting drinking various fucking alcoholic drinks, pretending you're a fucking alcoholic to fucking get out of a situation, pretending you're fucking suffering depression to fucking get away with being a toxic piece of shit to your goddamn audience. Phil, no, you're not an alcoholic, and you're not fucking suffering depression. You drink too much, and you get sad sometimes. There's two very big differences between two fucking things. Big fucking differences. I honestly, it would have done you a world of fucking good, I think, if Jaha just fucking bitch slapped you with one of his big beefy arms that fucking day, rather than just show fucking pity on you. But I'm glad he fucking sent your ass fucking flying across the goddamn fucking room when he charged into your fucking back with a shield.
Anyway. So back in the day, things were very different. But here's what ended up happening, okay? Over the years, a lot of these channels kind of fell into disrepair. And what I mean by that is, my original vlogs. I had an old vlogging channel that was called The King of Hate HD, all right? And what ended up happening was, I left that channel up as an archive just of my old vlogs from a million years ago. I never thought anything bad would happen to that channel. Well, guess what happened? At one point, YouTube decided to basically change all the rules. They had all new agreements for uploading, all new agreements for any kind of content. And basically, you had to sign a new agreement at one point to continue to have your YouTube channel exist in the way that it existed. Well, I was actively using all of these channels except the old vlogging channel. So I never logged in, and I never agreed to their new agreement. I never thought anything would go bad. Well, guess what happened? The channel just disappears overnight, and everyone says, Phil, what happened to the channel? It's gone. So I said, well, let me find out. And I go and I come to find out, oh, the channel exists. It still exists for sure. I can log into it, and all the content is still there. But at some point, YouTube changed all their legal agreements, and I never signed the new agreement in time. And because I didn't, they decided the best course of action was not to delete the channel, but to just hide it from public view. Today, there is no way anyone can actually watch The King of Hate HD. The channel is completely hidden from the public for some odd reason. And I tried to go in and say, oh, maybe I can agree to the agreement now. No, there's no ability to do that. Those videos are just frozen in time. Now, at one point many years ago, probably 4 years ago, we did a retrospective event. And during that retrospective event, you guys said, could you go watch those videos since we can't see them? So I did. So if you ever wanted to see the content of The King of Hate HD, you could watch that retrospective marathon where we watched a lot of those videos together, including travel vlogs and things. And now you can still watch it and access those, okay? But still, it's not available in its original form. Maybe I could find those videos today, searching these hard drives. But even more important than that, the real lost playthroughs that I'm referencing are those playthroughs for which I made those new YouTube channels. The Red Dead Redemption playthrough, the Undead Nightmare playthrough, the original, now supposedly lost Suicide King series, and the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough. Okay? Here's what happened with those channels. As you know, I created them as separate channels from my main YouTube deal because I didn't want them to be affected negatively. And they never were, by the way. I should clarify this. They were never claimed. It wasn't like I had copyright issues. The channels were fine. So I guess all of my concerns basically were for no reason. I never monetized those channels. Not once. They just sat there. There was never any ads on them. Or even long past the time when you could monetize them, I never put ads on them. I could have partnered them, but I never did. I never bothered. Okay? And so, what ended up happening was, I just left them. I said, if you guys ever want to watch those playthroughs, I'll leave them as is. And, you know, that's that. And that was it. I just felt there'd be an archive forever. People would watch those playthroughs and enjoy them in perpetuity. All right? One day, you know, here I am, doing my thing, streaming on my channel or whatever, and someone comes to me and says, Phil, are you aware that someone is broadcasting football on your Red Dead DSP channel? And I said, what are you talking about? Why are you trying to mess with me? And they're like, we're not messing with you. Go to the channel. So I go to the channel. Someone is broadcasting soccer/football games illegally on the channel. And I'm like, what the? So I look into it. I'm like, how could they be doing this? Someone had taken control of my channel. Someone had actually found out how to get in. Now, how did this work? Here's what happened. At one point, much like what happened with the King of Hate HD, at one point, YouTube had changed the way that you access your channels. You had to link a Google Plus account in order to access your YouTube channel, okay? I never did that with those channels. I ignored it. I ignored them. I just said, whatever. I'm not going to use them. People can just watch the account or watch the content. I don't need to log into those accounts for anything. You know, just leave them as is. So, when YouTube decided to do this, okay, basically, if you didn't immediately log in and link a Google Plus, what ended up happening was your account went into a limbo status where YouTube assumed it was a defunct account. Now, YouTube created a restore process to restore access to your channel, but it was the dumbest restore process you've ever heard. Listen to this. You needed to know the email address associated with the channel. Not that hard to figure out. If you know some of my email addresses from over the years, you're probably going to figure out what email addresses were associated with those YouTube channels. That was number one. You needed to know an old password, okay, associated with those channels. Well, guess what happened? At one point, there was a password dump on the internet where all my old passwords from, like, I'm talking 10, 15 years ago, were leaked on the internet because some website that apparently I'd used once for an old PC game got hacked, and all those passwords got dumped on the internet. Just so happens, that was a legacy password that I had used on those channels. So now this person knows the email, and they know a legacy password that I had used on those YouTube channels, okay? In addition to that, the only other piece of information they required to ask, hey, did you make this channel, was the date the channel was opened, which can easily be figured out by using things like the Wayback Machine or whatever. Like, you can figure that out easily. That's basically public knowledge. So having three very easy to figure out pieces of information at that point, these people got access to my old YouTube channels. They went in there, they changed all the contact info, all the ownership info, and started using them to illegally do shit because they realized these channels had tens of thousands of subscribers. So they could actually get views and make revenue on these channels, which they did. So at that point, I was like, what do I do? I was trying to get into the channel, and I was like, well, I know the password. I know that it wouldn't work anymore. I know the date when this channel was created. Well, because they had changed the password, didn't matter. YouTube wouldn't allow me to restore the channel anymore. I even tried contacting YouTube directly. And back then, you couldn't talk to a YouTube chat agent directly. All you could do was send requests off to their automated service. And some of the responses I got were just automated and basically said, there's nothing we can do. You know, if you use the automated, tried to do it, restore it with the automated system, you can't do it. That's it. You lost access. Done. Okay? Now, in truth, if I hired a lawyer and I showed the evidence that I own the original video files from that channel on the hard drives that I have, and, you know, I showed knowledge of having the channel, I easily could have got those back. I would have had my lawyer contact YouTube and said, you're out of your fucking mind. I don't care about your automated bullshit. Here's the legal proof he owns it. Give it back now or I'm going to sue you. But I wasn't going to care. I was like, you know what? It sucks that this happened, but I don't have money. It wasn't that big of a concern. It was only a couple playthroughs. And so those playthroughs basically were lost to time. Now, since then, I've replayed Red Dead Redemption. I've replayed the Undead Nightmare DLC, and I've replayed LA Noire. So there are full playthroughs, direct capture, live streaming of those games up on DSP Gaming right now. If you ever wanted to watch me play those games, you absolutely could. However, yes, definitely, you know, the old playthroughs were lost to time, and you can never really watch the actual originals anymore. Final Fantasy 13, to this day, I have never replayed, although I've expressed desire, as I saw when I have Game Pass Ultimate now on my Xbox Series X. I've told you guys, you know, maybe one day I would like to go back and replay that game. I definitely remember the music and the actual combat elements being quite enjoyable in the game. The graphics at the time as well were quite good. The one thing I didn't like was the story, and that sucks. It's an RPG. The story is kind of a key focus, and I just didn't like the story of Final Fantasy 13. And so, today, as we go through these hard drives, if I could find Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare, Suicide Kings, the original LA Noire, or Final Fantasy 13, I feel like that would be a big win. I'd be like, wow, we found these lost playthroughs, and then we can determine what do you want to do. Should I slowly drip feed those playthroughs to you, right? Which I could do. I could easily upload 1 or 2 videos of those a day to DSP Gaming and have an ongoing playthrough of the classic, you know, games.
Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea for Phil, which actually would be a very good thing for him. Can you imagine that instead of a fucking day dedicated to playing new games, he had that game for scheduled uploads of that fucking ancient ass fucking content? It means that Phil could, in theory, organise those uploads the previous fucking day, and he'd have a whole brand fucking... The following day could have just a few scheduled uploads of all this old content, and he could have the day to himself free. There's a fucking $1 million idea for Phil right there. There are specific days, 1 day a month perhaps, where he has this fucking this old ass content available to re-upload and share with his audience again. You can fucking, you know, throwback Thursdays or some pish or something like that, I don't know. Or something like that, you know, and that day could literally just be, okay, this is the day of the month where we're going to have fucking some throwback footage on the channel. There you go, Phil. There's your fucking 1 day of a month. You're still fucking uploading content. You have the retro content your viewers can fucking enjoy. You can schedule uploads, so you don't have to fucking spend that day doing the uploads. You can just schedule it for YouTube to fucking upload it for you that fucking day. There you go. Throwback Tuesdays or Throwback Thursdays or some pish, who knows?
DSP Gaming, if you wanted that, okay? Or we could do other I don't know. We could do a react event where I react to some of the gameplay. You know, I don't know. I don't know what I would want to do. We'd have to think about it, okay? But at least I'd have them. The other thing is, I have all these hard drives, and the vast majority of them are not labeled. Until I moved here in 2014, I never labeled anything. So I've got hard drives that probably go back to like 2009, like 4 or 5 years. I don't even know what's on them. So actually going through them, being able to label them by date and knowing exactly what's on each one, that would be a tremendous help just for archival purposes, you see? And hell, if we happen to find that the King of Hate HD vlogging too, that would just be like another bonus, no? So I feel like, you know, finding all of this stuff could be useful. You know, not only just for the fact that I want to kind of, for posterity, I want to preserve my past, but it could be fun content for the future as well. So that's actually what we're going to be doing today. For some of you, this may not be interesting at all. You might find this incredibly boring. Be like, this is not gameplay. I don't care about this. I want to be here for this. That's fine. If this is not your cup of tea, I don't blame you. This is not typically what I do on my streams. This is very different. I hear you. And if you're not here today, you know, you decide to take a break from my content and you don't really care, and you'll come back when games resume, I don't blame you. More power to you. I'll see you hopefully later this week, right? But for now, I can't capture. I can't play games, all right? So we'll see what happens. That's going to be a major part of what I do today, all right? But, and this is a big but, I cannot lie. We were going through my closet during the summer, and we just so happened to find another capture device. It's called the Intensity Shuttle, all right? And we're looking at this, and we're like, is this any good? What is this? And we're looking at it. This is from like 2012, okay? It's old. It's an old device, all right? I've never even opened the box, okay? It is an external capture device that does 720p. It does not do 1080p. It does 1080i. For those who don't know, no one wants interlaced. Interlaced sucks. It looks like shit. It doesn't have smoothness with movement. People just got rid of the interlaced over the years. They only want the progressive, which is P, 720p. You know, they wouldn't want interlaced, okay? I know back in the day when HD started, it was like, gee, do I want to watch 720p or 1080i? You watch 1080i, and when you pause it, it looks great. And then the moment you press play, it looks like shit, okay? Anyway, so I found this USB 3.0 external capture device. And you may notice a little something on the picture. That looks like legacy capture. It's because it is. This device was meant to hook up a camcorder or an old game console and to capture gameplay footage from it. Okay? Now, from personal experience, I can tell you this is hit or miss. All right? I had capture devices that supposedly were supposed to capture 720p video from like a PlayStation console, PlayStation 1 or 2, using composite, which is red, green, blue. Okay? They never really work right. Or if they do, they have issues where they're fuzzy, they don't fill the screen right, the audio is fucked up. There was always issues, all right? It was never an easy thing to figure out. Okay? So, this is intriguing to me, because if we can hook this up to my PC, and we can get this device to work, this would actually give me means, listen to this, to play old game consoles. Can you imagine me being able to play PS1, PS2, legacy, like original Nintendo, like on the original hardware? I could play Sega CD. Oh, I'm sure you guys really would want to see that, right? Now already, I got a question. Someone just said to me, but Phil, why didn't you just do this on your old capture device? It's a good question. This capture device, the AverMedia Extreme Cap 3D, U3, whatever the fuck it's called, did have a port, all right, that claimed that it was AV in, and it was a dongle. Do you like dongles? Some people like dongles. I guess it's a personal preference, all right? So it came with a dongle, and this dongle captured component, meaning red, green, blue. It had the dongles, all right? The problem was, it never worked. I tried getting those dongles to pull video from game consoles. And there's all this software, you know, that when you plug this into your PC and then you open OBS and you go to configure, it has the option to change it from HDMI to this dongle, which it was called some weird, like YBGY, some fucking weird format is what it's called. I tried, it never worked. It's as if either the dongles didn't work, or this port was always busted, or the software was just faulty. I don't know what it was. So this never worked. Now, over the years, I did used to have the ability to capture from old consoles. If you remember, the Elgato capture device that I had many, many years ago, when I first bought my capture devices in 2013, John Rambo and I on one random Saturday just ran to Best Buy, and we bought the HD PVR2 from Hopage, or whatever the hell the company's name was, and we bought the Elgato Suck the Video device, or whatever it was called, the Video Sucker. I don't know what it was called. But that one had actual component on it as well. The HD PVR2, yet again, just like this one, never worked. It never would do the component for some reason. But the Elgato did. The problem was the Elgato was fuzzy and had monstrous desync between the audio and the video coming in. Like, it was really delayed. So it was kind of annoying, because here you are trying to play a game via direct capture, and you're listening through headphones, and the audio is coming out so delayed and late that there was no way you could play the game with sound. You basically had to have no sound, or you know what I mean? Or else everything was so desynced you couldn't even pay attention. All right? That's probably what the major concern is with something like this. This thing is 10 years old, so even though it claims it's going to have audio and video, it might be like insanely blurry, insanely desynced, video issues out the ass. You don't know. But this is interesting, something that we can mess with OBS and see if we can get it to work. And if it does work, that would be cool. Imagine if I get my PS2 and we could play like legacy PS2 games and stuff. That's been something you guys have asked for a very long time. And I always told you guys, sorry, whenever you suggest a game for a playthrough, it has to be on a current gen console that I can capture to my device from HDMI. And now, if this were to work, which by the way, I'm not confident this will work, just for clarification purposes, I do not believe this is going to work. It's ancient. It probably hasn't had driver updates in 7-8 years. So I really doubt this thing will even work with my current PC. But I'm just saying, if it does, that could be something really neat. I want to see Phil play, you know, an old PS2 game. By the way, can you imagine how laggy that shit would be? Just taking the video in from the console to like my PC. You know how delayed that shit would be? How much lag that would have? Anyway, so something else that we could do today. All right, for variety purposes. So even though today there will be absolutely no real gameplay, we're going to be diving back into the closet, exploring the hard drives, plugging in each one, seeing if they work, going into them together. I'll be playing back some videos, probably reacting to some videos to see what's on there. and then, you know, going from there, trying to label each hard drive. This is what it is, right? And hopefully finding some hidden gems and things that have been lost to the internet forever as a result of us finally kind of have some time to sit down and look at it, okay? And in addition, if we have time for something like looking at that shuttle or whatever, that's what we'll do. Now, I have a full day of streaming, not only just this stream, but the late stream as well. Let's see how it goes. I don't want to promise you guys the world, you know, and under-deliver. But maybe tonight we'll do something different. I don't know. It's really up to you guys, whatever you want. All right? Today is essentially a day to do whatever day, because I can't really do anything with gameplay. All right? I hope you're okay with that. For some really bizarre reason, we have over 500 people on the stream today. I have no idea what you do. What are you guys doing here? I thought that you guys like seeing me play games on the internet. Are you telling me? Just let me get this straight, okay? Are you telling me that you guys are more interested in hanging out with me on a random stream with no guaranteed gameplay than you are in watching me continue on with a playthrough? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me that this year, the experiments that I did with events such as the React events, as well as the fun marathons like the Closet Clean Out, actually were successful, and I did something good by diversifying my content rather than just doing gameplay? Is that what you're telling me? Because you do realize that there were people just a month ago yelling and screaming at me, saying I'm not doing enough gameplay, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm really disappointing my audience. Yet here I am. I have 563 and growing people on the stream. You know? It's kind of interesting, no? So what I've been telling you guys is, essentially, for me, I know moving forward, okay, I'm not going to be able to do games all the time, man. Listen, you see this? I love this. I love video games. I love playing games. I love making playthroughs. I love doing commentary over games. I love sharing my gameplay experiences. And in particular, I really love watching you guys react to my gameplay live. That's really nice to see your initial reactions to how I play a game or I react to a game. It's really neat. I wouldn't give that up for the world. And no matter what, over the years, I always hope, even as old as I ever get, I hope that I can always have this be a part of the content that I put out on the internet. Fair enough? But I understand that I'm getting older. I'm not 27 years old. You know? I'm no spry spring chicken anymore. Jumping into gameplay every day and sitting down here for 8-10 hours to play games. And I'm, you know, take a look at me playing Street Fighter 6 today versus me playing Street Fighter 4 back in the day. There were entire days where I would sit in my condo in Connecticut and just play Street Fighter 4 online. Literally an entire fucking day. 8 to 10 hours. And I would do Ryu Madness, Dan Madness, Zangief Madness, right? Today, I can't even play it 3 times. 3 streams in a row. I'm tired of it. My head is killing me. My hand is killing me. My fucking blood pressure is up. I'm exhausted. My adrenaline is pumping. I'm like, I had enough of this, right? It's different. I'm a different guy. And as I get older, I find a lot of enjoyment simply just sitting here and talking and interacting with you guys.
Okay, guys, this stream is crazy. You want to know why it's a bit crazy? We have 50 snorts. That's 2 free spaces right there. We also have over 100 likes on Phil's stream. It looks like he's going to blow bubbles before he begins recordings for his fucking HG exploration thing, HGD exploration. We have 3 free spaces, it looks like. At least already. If Phil burps 5 more times, there's another free space right there. We are 5 away from a full house, but we already have 3 free spaces, it looks like. I don't understand how Phil's snorting so goddamn much today, it's fucking mental.
Various reasons, than just sitting here playing games all day. That's me being as transparent as I could possibly be at this point. Like, I think as I get older, I'm going to want to relax with you guys and have more fun conversation, talk more about things rather than have to play them. You see what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that as I get older. Those are things that we all are going to accept. It was funny. I was in the YouTube app 2 days ago, and Kat and I were looking at the stats, and we're looking at my demographics, okay? My biggest core demographic is people from 18 to 24, age-wise. Then it's 24 to 32, then it's 33 to 40, then it's 40 to like 50, then it's like 50 to 60, and then after all of that, my smallest demographic group of viewers is teenagers. I don't get any teenage viewers. If you're a teenage viewer watching me right now, you are the exception to the rule. People don't come here for the kind of shit they used to anymore. It used to be Phil is the guy who causes drama by playing games and saying risque commentary and doing dumb shit every day, and now it's become, people come here for intelligence, people come here for interesting discussion, people come here for a different perspective on games, for someone to tell it like it is, who doesn't sugarcoat shit, and to have a good chill time. It's very different than what people used to come here for, you see? You want to know who gets the teen viewers? All those YouTubers with the drama videos, with the daily vlogs, the news stories, here's the new bullshit going on. They're the ones who get the teens every day, not me. And I'm okay with that. I realize I got an aging audience, but that's good, because it means you guys are in the same like mindset as me. You enjoy just having discussions, interesting topics, not just fucking around with games and being a dick, right? That's a good thing. By the way, I think I can open my window again. Let's see. Yes.
And wow.
Because, guys, here's the deal. You might say, well, without getting the demographic views of teens, right? You will never be popular on YouTube again. Okay? I have something that I would like to say in response to that. You ready? Good. I don't want to be Mr. Popular on YouTube. I don't want to have 1,000, 10,000.
Jesus fucking Christ, man, the fucking copium going on here. That's another bingo because of that dumb close-up. This genuinely might be another full house. We have 3 free spaces already as it is. We're 4 away. This is mental. I'm going to fucking do a fundraiser at this fucking point just to afford fucking more bingo prizes. What the fuck? We might get 2 in a row. We're actually on the brink of 2 in a row. I mean, we've still got so much of the fucking podcast to fucking go.
1,000, 100,000 screaming teens yelling nonsense in my fucking chat. I don't want, you know what I mean? Like, those days are gone. Yeah, there were days everything was a dick and a fart and a sex joke and something stupid and something risque and something racially charged to piss people off, and everyone liked doing that dumb shit. You want to see that? You go to those streamers who fucking every two people spams a dumb emote that's moving around, and every idiot, oh, look at the boobies, look at the penis, look at the boobies, look at the penis. Like, that's over a decade ago for me. That shit is so long in the past. I like what I'm doing now, and I know you guys do too. Why do you think I have the viewer base I have? Roughly 300 to 1,000 viewers that regularly show up no matter what I do, yet I'm able to make a living doing it. Name another YouTuber who can really do that. They need to take sponsorships, they need to take partnerships, they need to be making money in Patreon and other ways. Me, I'm able to make a living because the people who are here know who I am.
Well, you also make money on Patreon, you dumb bastard. He's actually fucking shitting on other YouTubers for fucking having to go to fucking Patreon, and he has a Patreon. Can I Jane? Oh my fucking god. Let's hear that one more fucking time.
Name another YouTuber who can really do that. They need to take sponsorships, they need to take partnerships, they need to be making money in Patreon and other ways. Me, I'm able to make a living because the people who are here know who I am, like the content I put out. They're not just here to get a quick laugh at something stupid and move on. They're here to enjoy the content at length, and then they support the content. That's why I'm successful. That's why today, even though I have no games to play because my capture device died, we're going to have a good time together no matter what. And I feel great about that. I feel like 2023 has given me confidence again in being a content creator on the internet, because even though I don't really entertain a large group of people, the people who I do entertain get such value out of what I do that it feels like I'm almost like an invaluable part of internet culture. As little of a part as it is, this tiny little speck sitting in a corner, at least I'm important enough to people that I'm not going to get forgotten, and you guys are going to keep me going no matter what. That's what I feel like now, and that's a great feeling. And let me tell you guys, in 2023, I have some plans I think you guys are really going to enjoy. I'm keeping them under wraps for now. I'm not revealing them yet. We got stuff to get through. We got to finish the playthroughs I'm doing. We got to do the year-end series. We got to get into the new year. But I've got some really interesting stuff planned for you guys that I think you're really going to enjoy, that's going to actually be branching out a bit from just gameplay. And I think you guys deserve that. And I think, if anything, with all the support and feedback you've given me in 2022, that's where you want to see me go. And that's where I'm headed. All right? So we'll talk about that soon. But not yet. Okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do shout-outs. Let's start with YouTube side of stuff. We got Dirk Bosman, who did a super chat. Thank you to Dirk for your super chat this morning. You're the only super chatter this morning, so let's get that up on the leaderboard. He didn't say anything. He just did a behind-the-scenes super sticker, actually, which is one of like a director's, what is it? It's like cut, and they slap it together. I forget what it's called. So he did one of those. Thank you, Dirk. And then In Dead, re-upped the membership for 19 months, says, I don't get it. What's going on? Did I miss anything? I mean, yes, but it's not world-ending stuff. My capture device finally broke after 8.5 years, and now here it is. It doesn't work. It's a brick. So I'm going to eat it for lunch. Oh, okay. No, actually, it's funny because it looks like it would fit in a sandwich or something. But, yeah, it doesn't work anymore. Therefore, I can't play games today, but we're going to do other stuff instead. That's about all you missed. Okay? Thank you, Indeed, for the support. By the way, I forgot to mention this morning. If you guys are looking here, we already hit our members goal for December. We're already doing viewer's choice. What you're seeing here, I decided to start the January members goal early, so that way anyone who becomes a member or gifts memberships now will count towards January, and it doesn't go to waste. You see? What are we doing in January? The members goal is DSP's Super Bowl Saturday Spectacular. It is something I've never done before. The Saturday before the Super Bowl, I think it's February 11th, okay? I'm going to do a marathon. I'm going to dress up in football jerseys. I'm going to have football apparel on. I'm going to try to get one of those hats that has like the fucking, you know, the soda cans with the curly straw, you drink it and stuff. I'm going to get snacks that are Super Bowl related. So I'll probably get like tortilla chips or Doritos, nachos, probably pizza, other things that you would have when you're watching the Super Bowl. And we're going to do a variety of things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to watch retro ads from old Super Bowls. I did a retro ad react back in November. You guys loved it. So part of that event will be that. And in addition, what we might do is play some classic sports games that are available to play on things like, you know, the Switch and see what's on there and mess around with that. Just to be silly, you know, it's not anything serious. It'll be pretty funny to play some old-ass sports games, I think. So it'll be a good variety of stuff, a cool marathon, the likes of which I've never done before, all right? And that's if we hit 600 members by the end of January, okay? Now, will there be a Tier 2 members goal? Yes, once we hit the first one, we'll talk about it. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, so I'll say I will consider doing a Tier 2 members goal if we hit 600 members. But let's not talk about that till we hit it. That way we're not all expecting it and then nothing happens. Fair enough?
Chris, thanks. He has receiving one capture card. One capture card has been sent to him by a fan. It should arrive tomorrow from him, apparently. And he has purchased 2 backup ones. He purchased 2 backup ones from like Amazon or some pish, which are going to be backups for him, but he's hoping that the Fan United one will be the main one. So yeah, he didn't purchase. Yeah, he hasn't been sent 2 cards. He's getting sent 1 card, but he's purchased 2 backup ones. Mr. I have no money. And he has 2 backups. Yeah, exactly. He has 2 backups already. He's got fucking one he showed off on stream, which has never been fucking taken out of the goddamn pack. It's still in the fucking cellophane wrapper, for God's sake.
So again,
Was that a start?
that way we're not all expecting it and then nothing happens. Fair enough? So again, if you become a member, if you re-up your membership, if you gift memberships to anyone here, it's still the giving season. I mean, Christmas is over, but people are still lined up and ready to accept gifted memberships if you'd like to support the channel. That will count towards January and the Super Bowl event, which I'd be very excited to do. Okay? Okay. Let's get to the tips side of things. Snow Carl has tipped me $1. I thought it would be nice to Snow Carl for a change because it's the holiday season. I didn't want to do anything insulting today. I said, thank you, Snow Carl, for your $1. I appreciate that. He's the first tipper of the day. He says, Merry belated Christmas, Phil. Maybe you've already spoken about it. What did you get for Christmas from Kat and your parents? And are you happy with the haul? And what did Jasper get? We did already talk about this at length. You only want to know what I got, correct? And what Jasper got. You're asking, what did I get and what did Jasper get? I got chocolate, which is what I asked for. I said, can I have chocolate? And my wife got me a bag, a pound bag of Ghirardelli chocolate. And the chocolates are all filled with different flavors. One is filled with mint, one is caramel, one is raspberry, and one is like a thick, dark chocolate. I love it. I'll be eating that probably over the next month. I'm a chocoholic. This is exactly what I wanted. Like, no exaggeration. I'm happy as hell because I had it 2 days in a row now. I'm like, oh my God, I love this shit. I love chocolate, okay? What did Jasper get? He originally got a pickle toy. That I showed it the other day. Yesterday? Yeah, I showed it on stream yesterday. It's a toy that is full of catnip, but it has a nice mesh and he can like attack it. But also we got him a streamer's dangly thing that he can chase around the house. He loves that because he's just like chasing prey. So he got 2 toys basically. He had treats already, so we didn't buy him any more treats. He has more than enough treats. We bought him the 2 toys. So that's what I got and that's what he got. Hold on. What happened here? Okay, so that was the first tip was from Snow Carl. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. And by the way, guys, we're in no rush today. If we want to go a little bit later on today's Level 1 podcast to answer everyone's questions, that's fine. We're not rushing for gameplay. We're not pressed for time. We have nothing but time today, so we can go a little longer if you guys would like, okay? Just making that clear because it's only, we're already at 12:30. You said you were going to end at 12:30. We don't have to today where there's no gameplay, okay? Plus, I love the podcast. I know you guys love the podcast. So you want to talk? Let's chat, okay? Let's see here. I received another $1 tip. Oh, it's from Snow Carl. Wow, how nice. Thank you, Snow Carl. It's like a golf clap, right? It's like a polite golf clap that they would do during like the PGA Tour or something. So anyway, so Snow Carl did another $1 tip and he says, I was wondering why you never played any strategy or simulation-based games. You're a pretty sharp guy. It feels counterintuitive you avoid those genres when playing less intellectually demanding fighting or action, adventure, horror genres. I'd love to see you try them. I guess the question is, what games do you have in mind? I have played sim game style before. For example, I played XCOM.
Sim games style before. We have another one. Technically, it feels like we've got a full house. But we need to confirm it. We have 2 free spaces already. And we need to confirm Phil's bubble blowing antics. But yeah, this looks like it could be a full house, guys. We're not one officially yet. Until I see Phil blows bubbles and he's still doing the podcast, then not yet. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Hold on. Is this one big burp or is it multiple?
Style before, for example, I played XCOM.
I'm counting that as 2. That's 2 burps there, really. Jesus Christ, man.
Excuse me. I played XCOM. I played Mario plus Rabbids. I actually played...
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's a bingo, sorry. That's a bingo because of style. The diagonal line. Sorry, I forgot the horns. There you fucking go.
The Sims 4, right? I played Zoo Tycoon. Back in the day, not that this would be considered a sim, but I played StarCraft, which would be strategy-based game. I played StarCraft 2, right? I have played them over the years. I guess you could even argue Disgaea in some ways is kind of like a simulation RPG. But if you're saying Crusader Kings, I don't know anything about Crusader Kings.
Oh, there's a super chat, so we should ignore the WWE Champions video by Secret Limited because he was wrong about the escort. Bojangles Poonan wasting $5 super chat and Natty Phil. So we should ignore the WWE Champions video by Secret Limited because he was wrong about the escort. As I said, though, Secret Limited removed that video. That video's long fucking gone. As far as I'm aware, Secret didn't have that video's no longer. Phil tries to claim it's still on this channel today. No, it's fucking no. Lowlice TV is in Phil's chat. There's a detractor right fucking there. Lowlice TV. Terrible take. He's laughing his ass off.
So I've dabbled in them over the years. They haven't really caught on with my audience. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Pretty much every time that I tried to play one of those games, it failed and people got bored. Now, there were a few times when they started off strong. Like when I played XCOM, what was it? XCOM Enemy Unknown, was it called, or something like that? It started off strong. At that point, if you remember, I had actually named all the characters based off of like politicians and shit. So you had Barack Obama in there, and you had, I even forget who ran against Barack Obama. Was it Mitt Romney or something like that? I don't even know who it was. But we had basically all the political characters in there. We had like celebrities in there as the characters. It was funny when they died. It was hilarious. But what happened was that ultimately with these games, there's a couple things that happen, right? The first thing is, it wears out its welcome when it's the same repetitive stuff over and over. When you play any of those games, you play at the beginning, the middle, and the end. It's kind of the same kind of gameplay no matter what you do. It's not like they're innovating or they're, oh my god, the whole game got flipped on its head, fresh and interesting. It's not. It's pretty much all going to be the same grindy style gameplay, which leads to the second half. Once you get to a certain point in the game, you kind of hit a wall. And for most of them, you end up either having to grind or just kind of doing the same repetitive thing over and over to the point where it doesn't become fun for an audience to watch anymore. It's fun for a gamer because you get addicted to that formula of gameplay and content. But for the viewer, it's like, nah, I kind of seen this already. It's not too interesting to me. So what ended up happening was even in the playthroughs that were successful at first, like XCOM, by the time I got to the point where, well, now I got to grind on side missions in order to beat the story, people got bored and didn't want me to do it anymore, so I dropped it. So it just seems to me like perhaps that formula doesn't work. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it would work better today. I mean, here's the thing, though. I did play Mario plus Rabbids years ago. People, even that they didn't like. I had a small group of people who loved it, came by and supported the playthrough, but the mainstream viewing audience told me the game's too boring, it's too repetitive, it's too grindy, it's too long, it's not fun to watch, maybe fun to play, but stop. I didn't stop. I kept playing it, and I took a lot of shit for it, you know? It made me very skeptical. It made me very skeptical about if I was going to play the sequel, which I haven't even decided on yet. So there you go. Okay, Carlica says, I watched someone named Grubby, probably the best out there. You gotta be quite good to even retain any viewers. Yeah, oh no, I know. It's funny because there's been a few YouTubers who Kat and I have watched, and we watch them play other styles of game, but they're known for like a certain genre, and there's one of them that's actually known for that genre, and they get tons of views, like ridiculous views. They'll do 20 runs of XCOM. It's like, geez, that's crazy. But they're the ones known. It's kind of like there's YouTubers that are known for each genre. So there's YouTubers for strategy games, there's YouTubers for the Nintendo first party shit, there's YouTubers for the sim style shit. You know me, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. So people come to me for variety, but I'm not known for one particular thing, besides being an asshole. Okay, continuing on. I received a $1.15 tip. Oh, it's just the troll again. The troll's back. Wow, this person is so dumb. They come back every day and tip like $1, and I never shout it out. And they
Jesus Christ. So technically it's a full house bingo. However, I don't want to stop. Normally I'd say we got a fucking full house. That's fucking bingo. But it looks like there's a lot of fucking good stuff coming up, and I think we all kind of want to see what Phil does and says. So we've got a full house, we've got a bingo, that's locked in, that's all good. We have 2 free spaces. So I might as well just tick off everything there. Fucking great. The bingo's done. Right, the bingo's all done. However, there's more coming up and I don't want to miss it. So fucking hooray for that. Fucking horns. Right, fuck it. We've got a full house, that's coming up. But let's see what Phil says.
They keep me another $1 because it's just stupid. Anyway.
And by the way, I will agree with that sentiment. Troll tips are fucking dumb. Phil literally has gotten hundreds of dollars of tips through troll tips, and it's just dumb to me.
I received a $5 tip from an anonymous tipper who says, is this Phil Burnell retiring from playing video games announcement? Absolutely not. It's quite the contrary. I want to keep playing games as long as I possibly can, but I also realize that I'm human. And as the older I get, the less appeal it'll have to see me playing games, or every game, and I will get worse at them, and people will care more about my opinions than my gameplay skills. And I know that. Let's take a look at this year. A lot of people were way more into the Level 1 podcast, my react events, my closet clean out, than they actually were into my playthroughs. I don't want to stop playing games. I love it. I have passion for it. At the same time, I'm happy that when we get a day like today when I can't play games for you guys, we still can have fun. That's what I'm really happy about. Okay? Thank you for the tip. That's actually the biggest contribution of the day so far, so let's play you a nice holiday-themed animation. These animations will last till early January, and then essentially when I finish up the current playthroughs I'm doing and we retire these decorations, we go back to more generic, that's when this will all change back, okay? cool. So thank you for that. I received another tip from Carliga. Do you realize that as a kid born in January 2008, when you started your YouTube career, they would soon be 15 years old in high school, or the future is now? Old man. Well, yeah. Did you know that there were the day that they were born, some children immediately were exposed to the Dark Side Phil YouTube channel? Me, drunk as shit, lost in the sewers under the Capital Wasteland, swearing like a sailor. In fact, from what I'm to understand, there's some children to this day, you know, when they were children, they kept hearing these phrases. So now, for example, I actually heard that there was a kid who someone said naughty nightwear, and the child immediately went to their local Walmart and just started punching people in the face. I guess it was like a trigger thing. I don't know. Anyway, no, you're right. I've been doing content for 14 years, more than 14. This next year is my 15th anniversary. Yes, September of 2023, 15 years as a YouTube content creator. That's regularly put out content for you guys, right? It's pretty crazy, huh? To think about, that's wild. What will we do?
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Phil's ranting is like, his chat's going mental right in the film. Was supposed to go. I'm tempted to fast forward. I'm tempted just to fast forward to get to Phil's fucking ridiculously unhinged whining and ranting here. We don't have to look out for listening out for any more bingo stuff. It's happened. I might just do that actually. Fuck it, you know.
I didn't even pronounce the letters. Kuyarei. Kuyare. Did a $5 super chat.
Who cares?
I would have loved that. I would have absolutely loved to play the electric keyboard with you guys.
Who cares?
Braden Hall. We upped our membership for 7 months. Thank you very much, Braden.
Who cares?
He actually is trying to be a documentarian.
This might be it. This might be it.
Your reaction to the Frederick Knudsen video. Knudson's video about...
Okay, well, this might be it here.
They took me $1.03. So I'm not a detractor. I'm watching Frederick Knudsen's video about you. Oh no, I'm watching your reaction to the Frederick Knudsen video about you. I find it mature and good when you talk about your former alcohol addiction story, and I respect that. Is there a possibility you'll react to Secret Limited's video? No, because here's the difference. Here's the very big difference between Frederick Knudsen and Secret Limited, okay? Frederick Knudsen went out of his way, when he makes content, okay, he actually is trying to be a documentarian. Now, admittedly, when you are just going off of facts that are kind of disseminated on the internet, sometimes you may think something is a fact that's not. And sometimes you're just, here's what we heard or here's what people say, but it's not necessarily corroborated, okay? In general, you can get a good idea of the old Phil by watching the Frederick Knudsen Down the Rabbit Hole video. In general, you can get the vibe of who I used to be and stuff like that. Now, in my reaction to that, what you've seen is I can very much correct a lot of misinformation, and or I can add in supplemental information that makes that situation more clear. Does it make me sound better? No. I mean, I was an asshole back in the day. I already have admitted this, that I was a dick, a moron. I got into major trouble with the fighting game community and other things. But at the same time, then you hear things that just aren't true, right? Like I said, there was a lot of misrepresentation in the Down the Rabbit Hole video about me. But that wasn't Frederick Knudsen's fault. He was just going off of the stuff that was on the internet, okay? Secret Limited, all right, essentially is a liar. And here's what I mean by that. Secret Limited does not vet anything whatsoever on their channel. All they do is they summarize all of the drama that my detractors and shitheads on the internet say about me in a year, and then they make a video about me once a year. That's false. The vast majority of things that Secret Limited has ever said or done about me is a lie, okay? Case in point, and here's why you know you never need to watch a single thing they've ever put out about me. This one fact will convince you, trust me, okay? Years and years ago, long before my wife was my wife, long before she even lived with me, all right? She came and visited me for Christmas one year, okay? And I didn't want to reveal her name or pictures of her at that point yet. So essentially, I just took a few pictures, you know, from angles where you didn't see her face. But I told you guys about what we did during Christmas, that we had a really good time together and all of that. And that, you know, we were basically kind of getting into a relationship and eventually wanted to move in together and all of that. And you know, did I talk about it every day? No, because I didn't want it to be a public thing. As you know, my relationship with my wife has become a very private thing. You don't know a lot about us, besides a few little things little factoids that I'll share with you about Jasper or whatever. You don't know that much, and it's on purpose, because the less that we make public, the better. It makes people can't harass us or try to fuck with us, because we leave our relation behind the scenes, which is how it should be. You should have a separation between work and private life, right? That year, when she was visiting me for Christmas, all right, my detractors took it upon themselves to have a whole campaign saying that I didn't really have a girlfriend. I was paying an escort who lived in Europe to fly across the world to spend time with me, and it was a paid escort, okay? Saying all these ridiculously stupid things that essentially made me sound like some kind of a moron. Like, I was taking everyone's money from streaming, and I was paying off an escort, okay? There was absolutely, positively, no factual corroborated evidence on any of this. But the entirety of my detractor community and the entirety of the negative internet towards me all said it was true. They all made videos about it. This was the running meme for like 6 months. And every time someone asked me about it on my streams, I said, it's wrong. It's bullshit. I'm not going to waste time on it because it's fake. You don't have to believe it. It's nonsense, okay? Now, Secret Limited did a video on it. Basically, what it was supposed to be was like my worst moments of the year. And a whole giant segment of their video was about that, okay? It was all fake. Like, literally, 100% of it was fake, okay? Later on, the next year, it was proven to be fake.
By who? By who? Who, Phil? Who proved it wrong? Go on, fucking say it for once. Who proved it was a fucking catfishing scam? Who fucking proved it, Phil? Give credit where it's fucking due.
Actually, it was exposed that there was actually a couple, I guess in Europe, who'd been catfishing people for a million years, creating these accounts, these stories that were fake based on little nuggets of truth, trying to catfish the internet. And essentially what they were doing, they were either trying to get popularity for themselves, or they were trying to actually blackmail the parties involved. Now in particular, had they ever reached out to me? Yes. They had. I had actually gotten a couple messages from them. I didn't know that that's who they were. I just ignored them. Anyone who talked to me about the escort shit, I blocked. I paid no attention to. I only found out later after the fact when they were exposed of who they were, that these people had actually reached out to me and likely were going to try to blackmail me to make it all go away. Okay? But I paid no attention to it. Okay? And so because of that, basically, it, you know, didn't affect me. My streams went on, no one cared. And then eventually it was discovered it was all fake. Do you think that Secret Limited, the person who literally does no actual work, literally only just gathers all the negative shit about me in 1 year and summarizes it in a drama video, okay? Do you think that they made a correction and said, okay, so I summarized all this content last year about Phil, half the videos about an escort, and it's not real. So, fake, just know that. You know, I'm not even looking for a public apology. I'm just looking for someone to say, okay, goofed. That was all fake. Shouldn't say that. No, you want to know what they fucking did? They took the face of the escort and removed it from the thumbnail of the video, and instead they replaced it with the head of a horse. Do you want to know why they did that? Because then there was some weird running meme, once I finally showed a picture of my wife, that they said she looks like a horse. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Aye, nae danger, pal, nae danger.
There's nothing whatsoever on my wife that looks like that at all. Like, typically someone who, when you insult their looks, you may think of an insult that applies to them. This was just something that was, like, made up to say something negative that literally doesn't apply to her at all. There's nothing in her features that look like that. You know, a horse said, why the long face? She doesn't have a long face. She doesn't have a big nose. Like, none of what they're saying. But this became the meme among these morons was, oh, well, we were all wrong about the escort saga. So instead of actually saying, okay, we goofed and apologize, instead, let's just start making fun of his wife. So they had this weird meme. And what did he do? So he removes the escort's face and puts a horse head on his thumbnail. That was his apology. Oh, this entire video is false, but instead of correcting it, put a horse head to insult his real wife instead. All right? So once that happened, you literally don't have to watch a single piece of content Secret Limited comes out with.
There it is. That's what Phil was trying to fucking get to. They were wrong about one thing. They're going to be wrong about everything. Phil, how many times have you ever been wrong in your fucking pathetic, miserable 40-year-old fucking existence of a life? She would hold you to those same standards because you lied about one thing. You lied about getting married, for example. You lied to your audience when you're fucking going to get married. It was a big secret. You couldn't tell your audience. You fucking try to protect yourselves. Oh, that shit. So because you lie to your audience about fucking going to get married, does that mean we should just assume they're lying every single fucking time you talk to your audience? See, Phil, that would be unfair, wouldn't it? That kind of standard that you have to hold you to would be unfair. To pretend that to say that everything you say to your audience is a lie because you lied one fucking time to your audience for my protection and all that shit. Fuck off. Detractors were taken, and not just Phil. This couple went after Phil. This fucking random Dutch couple, the Braun Geests or whatever fucking they're called, they went after Phil. You know, viciously, man. They had so much fucking shit though. This was not just fucking word of mouth. This was not just from some he said, she said thing. They had an NDA. Some documentation NDA they proved behind the scenes and shit to try and claim this was really them fucking saying what they were saying was actually legitimately true. Phil's fucking secrecy, trying to fucking make sure Kat wasn't fucking too fucking exposed at the fucking time. What really only helped fuel the fucking catfishing scam. It was just so Phil's, you could argue Phil was partially to blame. Phil's like fucking 10%, 15% to blame for the fucking catfishing saga going on as long as it fucking did. because he was trying to keep Kat a fucking secret. And why was he fucking keeping Kat a secret? Because she was still seeing her boyfriend. She was living with another man at the fucking time. If he started putting pictures up of her fucking face on the internet, or she's through, you know, look who's through, helping to decorate my Christmas tree. A picture from behind so you don't fucking see her. Aye, the fucking boyfriend's gonna fucking love that. Getting catched in fucking wind of that. Subaru man got fucking cocked by Darkside Phil. It was a fucking secret though. Yeah, that secret was not limited for fucking long though, was it? Jesus fucking Christ, man. Jesus Christ. But yes, the detractors were taken in by this catfishing scam as well. Some people did not fully believe it. Despite all the fucking, you know, seemingly overwhelming evidence on fucking show and display, whatever, some people were saying, nah, I'm doubting this sounds too fucking ridiculous. And eventually things kind of unravelled, things got fucking too out of control. And the Kiwi Farms guys, the people in Kiwi Farms went ham on uncovering the truth, and they found the truth. Kiwi Farms they're basically a fell victim to a catfishing scam against Darkside Phil, but it was also Kiwi Farms that uncovered the truth of the situation. They uncovered who it was actually responsible for it in the first place. They helped prove that Phil was not seen an escort after all.
Trash. This is a garbage person who doesn't deserve a moment of anyone's time. Even like the detractors put more effort in. This guy literally, alright, just takes the effort of others, the work of others, and compiles it into a video for... I'm so shocked that my detractors don't hate this guy. Because you realize this guy's stealing your work, right? Like, this guy literally takes what you've done and makes money off of it. It's all your work, and they're just taking it and making their own video with zero effort, zero facts or corroborating evidence. They add nothing. They're just a thief. So I just don't understand how you even would support that. If anything, you'd want that guy off the internet because he's a scumbag. He steals from you, right? And then on top of it, right, when it's proven that all that shit's fake, don't care. So do you really care about that kind of shit? Why would I react? Frederick Knudsen is someone who wanted to make a documentary about me that basically kind of covered my sordid history, all right? Did he get some things right? Yes. Did he get some things wrong? Yes. But in the end, when I'm able to react to it and clarify, I'm like, okay, this guy put up a really solid, good effort to be correct based on accounts on the internet and other things. Secret Limited does none of that. Secret Limited is just, I am a scumbag who steals all the negative shit people say about Phil and just makes one video about it a year and summarizes it and benefits. Literally, no effort, no actual fact checking, just a scumbag. Okay, a literal scumbag. Okay? Yes, Bojangles, if someone was wrong once about everything, why would you ever believe them about anything else? If they're outright 100% were wrong, they were not willing to admit they were wrong, but instead continued the insult, then why would you believe anything else they say? You would have to be a complete and utter fucking idiot. And if you believe that kind of shit, that's exactly what you are. There's
So there you go, guys. If people's ever been wrong once, if people are ever wrong once, you'd never have to fucking believe them again. Phil Burnell's been wrong multiple fucking times in his fucking life. Therefore, we never have to fucking believe a goddamn word that comes out of his piggy little mouth ever again.
no way to sugarcoat it. There's no way to say it better. You're a fucking moron. And you deserve any kind of stupid rabbit hole you fall down into, and later on you get proven you're a fucking moron. You deserve it. You're an idiot. I mean, seriously, how dumb can you fucking be if already this person has factually been disproven on shit, but you keep believing them, right? This is like Alex Jones. Who the fuck believes anything Alex Jones fucking says? People watch him because he's a joke, because he's a fucking lunatic on the internet saying dumb shit. That's the appeal of Alex Jones. You know he's a raving idiot, right? Why would you believe what he's saying? How dumb can you fucking be? Anyway, so thank you to X Shooter who re-upped his membership for 7 months. I appreciate that very much. And thank you to Mark Thomas who did a super chat.
Is that the whole rant then? Is that the whole rant? Or is there more? I have a feeling there might be more.
How have you been since yesterday and how's the podcast? I'm good. I'm good, Mark.
Didn't he have WWE Champions reflected in his glasses? When was it last night? It's funny you should mention that. It's funny you should mention that, Heather. I tried... So, the thing is, let me find it for you. Let me find it for you. I actually clipped it. I have a video unlisted, but I clipped it. And I can't really tell. I don't play WWE Champion, so I can't really tell. TJ Gamebox thinks it is WWE Champions. He's 85% sure.
Coder, yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Hang on. So I tried to zoom in and enhance this a wee bit as best as I could, you know. I don't go too fucking far. So, to summarise. TJ says that this reflection here, not this one, ignore the bright white fucking reflection on his glasses. Pay attention to the fucking reflection down here instead. Apparently, this is reflecting WWE Champions gameplay. on his phone. Like the top part of it, you'll see like fucking animations at time. It's hard to fucking tell, in my opinion.
Yada.
Just watch a video and see for yourself. If you played WWE Champions, you might fucking recognise it as well. But TJ is 85% sure himself, even just on a fucking photo. But he swears he could see the animation going. The fucking when someone's doing a fucking move, for example.
It doesn't say. All it says is Linux and Windows. It doesn't say, like, you know, Windows. It doesn't say like Windows 8. It just says Linux and Windows. This was one that was listed on B&H, and B&H usually stands by the products. But if this one just happens to be on Amazon, if I order...
Well, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. I feel like a comparison is fair. I don't know. Let me find a comparison for you guys. I have a screenshot of the game. So, this is the screenshot of the game as an example, okay? This is kindly submitted to me by TJ as well, you know what I mean? Just to kind of show. So he thinks that, like the animations are the top half of the thing and the fucking... So hang on. And yeah, I called the video enhance the reflection more. Just to fucking... We'll have them fucking side by side. So over here. So.
Order this one, it comes Friday.
What do we think, guys?
This one has 3 reviews. Let's see all reviews.
I mean, sometimes you can kind of see it looks like an animation. Like at this bit here, it's not just its eye movement, you know, it looks like there's an animation happening at the top part of that reflection.
Reviews.
If I go like, I think it's about here. Hold on. Like, look at the top half of the reflection, and it looks like it might be some sort of animation happening.
This one has 3 reviews. Let's see all reviews.
To me, it's hard for me to tell. I've never played this game, for example. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm looking for. But yeah, this looks... You know, as I said, TJ is convinced. Like he played this game a whole lot. He is convinced that this is Phil playing WWE Champions on his phone, and it's reflected in his camera glasses.
Great. Wait a minute. It says 3 reviews, but only 1 with text. I guess people just threw numbers at it. One, it has 2 5-star. No. What? How could it have? This doesn't even make sense. The one review that has text says, using it to stream HDI video and analog and OBS sessions, very satisfying. Oh, this person only used it for SDI, and I'm not using SDI.
As I don't know, make up your own mind, guys. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely. I mean, so some people have their own theories as to what the fucking inflection is. I'm not sure of it, so I'm not going to fucking say. I'm certainly not going to fucking go along with it. As I clipped this unlisted just for, you know, TJ's sake, just to see, just to kind of. I don't know. I don't know what it is. All I know is that TJ thinks it looks like this, and it's possible. I'll just say it's a possibility, but I don't know. Let's see if there's any more whining about Secret.
Thank you for asking. Podcast was a fun one today. Okay. I think we finally got through all the shout-outs now. I didn't...
Oh my
It
fucking...
took a while, but I think we got through everything. It was a longer podcast today.
Med burp.
I didn't ban Nathan Wong 672. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god. So, is he gonna get mad, salty and bitchy and whiny and rant again? Look at that fucking face. Look at this fucking miserable fucking face, man. Do I need to fucking screenshot this? Is this going to be fucking tomorrow's... No, not tomorrow's thumbnail, but a fucking next day's thumbnail? He looks utterly fucking miserable. Jesus, man.
See, with Northwest Tech, I disagree with you. He said one day these people will look back and realize they wasted all their time on these videos about conspiracy theories and nonsense. No, they won't. They're too stupid. So, I mean, these people are so dumb. They focus on one thing for a long time, and then when that blows over, they're on to the next, and they're on to the next. There's never the moment of self-realization where they say, oh shit, I wasted like 3 years watching nonsense on the internet and believing it and being stupid and harassing people. They don't have that moment of realization. They have walnuts in their heads. People really seem to have, sadly, a belief that humans are all on the same level. They are not. There's people who have the ability to reason, to grow, to evolve, and then there's just people who are just mouth rulers. And they just fucking sit around, following a crowd, believing everything they're told. They're dunces. And there's nothing that's going to change that because they never had the foundation laid with them when they were kids to grow. They don't even understand what that means. To them, it's like, oh, I just move along with my life and I do the bare minimum to even survive today. Like, they're lucky if something pushes them out of bed, you know? So
there's a fucking pot calling the goddamn kettle black right there. I don't know. Let's see if Phil's still ranting, bitching about him.
to me, I would not have a moment of my life that I could waste on internet drama. I have too much other shit going on in my life that's important to spend my time on. But these people, that's their whole life.
Right, let's keep
So
going.
what kind of
then.
life do you really think they have?
Let's keep going.
And that's not someone, you know what I mean? That's not someone with meaning. That's not someone with a level of evolution of thought.
Keep going, keep
That's
going.
just someone who's like the bare minimum to exist. Those are the people who digest that shit on the internet, you know? It's like, give me the smorgasbord of shit, the shit shovelers, right? You trust me, there's a ton of YouTubers, they're like, wow, I could keep putting shit out every day and you'll keep eating
Jesus,
it. Here, have
man.
more. It's easy to make. Watch this.
Oh my fucking god, man. Oh my fucking god. I think I've seen enough. Even without the free spaces, I think this would have been a full house potentially. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, that's scat talk right there. You know what? Let's just go to live DSP. It's a fucking break and he's on $9. Well, please screenshot. Well, hang on, let me fucking go back and try and catch it. That's probably where he fucking ended things anyway. Hold on, what the fuck happened here? Hold on.
Leave this. I watched
Free spaces cannot carry over. Dashy, nice try.
this on the internet and I believe this. Right? Think the doctor. Like, wait, this guy gets harassed constantly. Story. That was dark shit. The Korean one.
What? What the fuck is he talking about now? I don't know if I'm going to find this fucking horrible fucking image he just fucking portrayed there.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I have lost that picture. Hang on. I don't know. I think we might not be able to find it.
And don't read the bridge version. It doesn't have to be like the lengthy 2-hour version. But you know, it's all
I don't know.
Dr. Wo-
I cannot find it. I cannot find it. Hang on.
I feel for those people. I really do. And I don't I'm the one.
Oh, we have another I'm the one rant.
And my life is great. You know? I'm the one they make the shit up about, and my life is spectacular. It's your life. If you focus on that negative shit all day, that's gonna get fucked up. Not mine. My life is good, man.
Okay, so I think it's not far away from this. Alright, hold on. Let's just rewind a wee bit and see. I don't think it's too far away from that.
This one goes out to the
Come on, where's
the big cat, the fat cat,
Oh my god.
big up.
Isolate the vacuous hole where your brain should be. Fuck, just secret limit anyone. Either.
he's still talking secret? Hang on, hold
Telling
on.
you why secret limited is a waste of time for anyone. Even the detractor should hate this person.
Alright, we're actually too far back. Hold on. I don't think we're too far away.
Squid Game. This is you're telling me about a new idea for a Netflix show like Squid Games, right?
Squid Games, I don't know. I cannot. I don't know if we're going to fucking find that again, guys. I really don't. Ah, hell, man. I want to fucking find it and all. Fucking Phil pretending to fucking defecate.
Podcast today, then again.
Was it here maybe? Hold. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Hold on. I don't know. I'll have one more wee effort to try and find it. Fucking these, man, wee faces. These wee random pause faces you get when you're fucking coming this.
Okay, about this person.
Is he still ranting?
But here's the deal. So I want to let you know that I've been watching this content on the internet, okay, about this person. And I want you to tell them the story. All right? And then once you tell them the story, and don't read the bridge version. It doesn't have to be like the lengthy 2-hour version. Just tell them the story of the shit that people say about me on the internet. All right? And then what I want you to do is say, so that's the summary. And I just want to let you know, and you have to tell them this because this is important. I didn't make the story up. I believe this. I think this is all facts. Okay? And I sit on the internet and I constantly watch videos about it and I constantly regurgitate this to the internet. I get enjoyment out of this. Okay? Doctor, what do you think of this? Okay? I really strongly advise you do this. Because
Shut the fuck up, Phil. Jesus fucking Christ, hang on. It might be around here.
if you... I mean this now.
Well, there.
Get on the internet. Alright? Here's what I really want you to do.
Oh, this is a thing. Hold on, this might be here.
Oh my god. Do yourself a favor.
No, okay, hold on. This is fucking wasting so much fucking time trying to find a potential fucking thumbnail.
Sadly, that's a lot of Earth.
I don't know. I might have to fucking give it a call lost cause. Or wait for the transcript tomorrow. Fuck it. Guys, oh wait a second, I think I found it. That looks promising.
Shit out every day, and you'll keep eating it?
Shit. Oh, I found it. Okay. Okay, I found it.
Here, have more. It's easy to make. Watch this.
Well, what do we think? That the thumbnail? Is there any better potential thumbnails here? Frame by frame. Okay, let's... Okay, hold on. Let me try and get a good shot of this. Hold on, so let me copy that. Okay, now give me a second, guys. I swear we're going to try and decide a winner soon. We have one DSP Bingo reminder. That's a little reminder. We have one DSP Bingo. Oh, jeez, that's kind of weird, but at the same time, it kind of works. There you go. That's how that looks. So yeah, I mean, I guess we can make it work in a bingo card, you know, for the next thumbnail. I believe tomorrow. So we're not got a bingo tomorrow, but we do have on the 29th. So, taking that logic, if I just copy this image and paste this in, we could just even go. I mean, I might have to make it a bit smaller actually, now I think about it. So that arm's a wee bit annoying, the arm being like that, so I might just kind of leave it at that. How's that? There we fucking go, there's our next thumbnail right there, thank fuck for that. Jesus Christ, man. Oh fuck, okay, no more. Okay, I'm tapping out of this, you know. We need to pick a winner for the bingo now, guys. We endured all this nonsense and we've seen the extra fucking random and rain as well, but fuck it, let's just tap out. But we had a full house yet again. Phil was on a snorting tear today, it was crazy. I don't even think he blew bubbles. But regardless, we had all the fucking well, the thing is, did Phil blow bubbles? Did Phil blow bubbles? Did he confirm the 100 likes? It definitely did happen though during the podcast. But yeah, I don't know why Phil completely seemed to forget about the 100 likes goal thing. But yeah, let me just find hold on. So once again we have this random wheel of names. List of DSP Bingo people. Let me copy and paste this list into this list here. Now, is there anybody here that's no fucking there? Yiggity. I think I see you had your saying I need to keep adding people's names who are not here. Yiggy. There you go. You know, I'm gonna. There's a name I'm gonna add here just because, you know, just for, you know, Secret Limited. There you go. We'll add Secret's name in there. There we go. Oz Clee, your name certainly does not ring a bell, so I don't think you're on here. Nope. Okay. What a strange name. No offense, but yeah, your name's kind of strange. There you go. Politically, Ian Sorare, you're on here, pal, I'm sure. Yeah, you're on here. This is alphabetical order, by the way, so if you don't see a name when I'm scrolling down, just look for alphabetical order. And if you're not there, then you're not there, and I'll try and add you. Mr. Mouldy, but definitely don't remember seeing you before. I'll definitely remember a name like that. Mr. fucking Mouldy, but can't wait to fucking announce that as a winner later on. Jesus Christ. Okay. Strictly speaking, you know, we got two. Well, it doesn't really matter. We needed 2 free spaces, and we got 2 free spaces, and they don't carry over. So yeah, guys, I think this is everyone's name here. I'll just go through it one more time, guys. So everyone, if your name's not here, let me know, and I'll try and add your name before I spin the fucking wheel. So yeah, have a good look. If your name's not there, fucking let it be known, or forever shut your mouth. Cause I'm trying my best to include everyone. I do try my best to include everyone, but if you're not there, let me know. There we go, that's a fucking bottom list there. So if everyone's happy, if everyone's good, if there's all happiness and satisfaction and content, Mr. Differently Abled is not fucking there. God fucking damn it, you're fucking right. You're right. I'll put you above Mr. Mouldy, but Mr. Differently Abled. There you go. Mob Mama, who the fuck? I don't recognise half these fucking names that come out of nowhere and say, hey, I'm not there. No, man, that's probably because I've never seen you before in my fucking life, but there you go, you're there now. Oh my god, so yeah, as I do try and add people as best as I can when I can. Mob Mama's now been added to it. Mr. Different Label's been added to it. We're all good, we're all happy. I'm gonna give people another. Oh my fucking god, there's another fucking brand new name I've never seen before in my fucking life. Oh my fucking god. Those obnoxious ninjas. Right, there we go. All these fucking people. This is probably a fucking dash on 10 soccer accounts or something. Right. So, if we're all good, actually what I'm going to do before we do anything else is copy and paste this whole list to my wee notepad file, just so I've got it for future reference and I can save that. Cool. Right. No more names. I'm going to shuffle this now and then I'm going to spin the fucking wheel. Yeah, people might make soccer accounts, but I've got no way of fucking proving that. Actually, I guess no, I can't. Oh well, fuck it. Shuffling. I'm going to spin in 3, 2, 1. So who's going to win the bingo? Mr. Differently Abled? It looks like it could be you. It is as well. One of the last additions to the fucking game as well. One of the last additions to the entire fucking board. And Mr. Differently Abled has won the bingo. It was very nearly Logan K. It was like a midgie's boy hair away from Logan K. But Mr. Differently Abled has won from 127 different fucking names on this list. It is theirs that the wheel landed on after a hell of a good shuffling. So congratulations, Mr. Differently Abled. Now, in terms of like the bingo, tell me, so if you're on Discord already and you have me on Discord or whatever, I'm on Discord. My details are in my description on YouTube. Alternatively, you can reach out to me on email. Email me, kingjadvcmp@gmail.com. And prove you're who you say you are in the email. Because you could be fucking, anyone could fucking email me and say, hey, I'm that guy, give me money. So yeah. Guys, just contact me any way you can and let me know it's actually really you and we can discuss your prize. So there you fucking go. Congratulations. Well done. I am going to think well, let's just quickly see what Phil's doing. Jesus Christ, this fucking...
Here you go.
Oh my fucking god, man. This is where fucking people go for intelligent fucking humour, apparently, in conversations. This is Phil's idea of intelligence and content. Fuck me, man. My description is not I'm sure my About page has Discord information, I'm certain. On the About Me page on YouTube, I'm certain I do have details for me. Yeah. So yeah, my Discord details are on my YouTube page on the About Me section, I'm pretty certain. So there you go. Alternatively, just email me, but kingjadvcmp@gmail.com. That works as well. But we'll get something sorted out. Let's go to live DSP and see what's happening.
Content for as long as I have been on the internet. You know,
Boring. Okay. I'm fucking calling it quits. So I'm not. Well, I need that. I need to say that thumbnail. That's fucking, Thursday's thumbnail, right? Fucking sneak peek preview. Yeah, my Discord ID is. I knew it was in there. Yeah, cool. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining us on DSP Bingo. I do appreciate it, and yeah, thank you very much for keeping me right in the car.
On September.
Fucking play it. I was only fucking maximising. You're not fucking ready for you. Fucking play it. Fucking every time. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me on DSP Bingo tonight. I do hope you all had a good time. Congratulations to Mr. Differently Abled for winning the game. And cheers, thanks for keeping me right in the car. Thank you for keeping me company as well. Thank you for keeping me sane for Phil's all nonsensical bullshit. Remember to check out Prophet's video. Prophet's made a brand new video I'll be checking out later on Phil, and it's him debunking Phil's nonsensical technological claims. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you all on Thursday for some more DSP Bingo. There is no stream tomorrow. Phil's day off is tomorrow after all, and I need a break from Phil for one day as well because he's been annoying the crap at me lately. So yeah. Guys, hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you all on Thursday for some more DSP Bingo. Until then, enjoy yourselves, have a good time, peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah. Money, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah. Money, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free.
Money, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah. Money, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.